Good evening, hello, and howdy. It's another Thursday Modern Magic live from Titan Games in Peoria. No Master Snow tonight. I'm just as sad as you
We're
are.
all gonna die.
However, we do have Danzy, and we are bringing Twitch in.
Yeah, because you are.
Danzy and Colin. Colin is playing some level of Tron. We're gonna do that one. Okay.
Sickly, humid air saturates this dome-shaped chamber, and veins of yellow-green tendrils form a web across its stone walls.
Update that.
A thin layer of slimy green
I guess everybody deserves 20 live.
Small curios scattered throughout the room.
And as always, Modern Thursday is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience.
Yes.
Bulbous tubes of spiny fungus sprawl across the floor, connected to thick columns that reach up to the ceiling.
Trying to remember to refresh the timer, because that always helps.
All of these growths are rooted in
We bring us
a glowing glass sphere here, filled with churning yellow protoplasm, which hovers 6 feet above the floor. Two bands of coalesced spores encircle the sphere like planetary rings.
What's a coalesced spore?
Coalesced, like
it's
congealed.
Oh God.
Okay, no more slimes, please. No more. Last time we almost died, please.
No, the beacon's corrupted power has instilled several of the alien items in the vault with a grim purpose, temporarily animating them into.
And I think
only supposed to be one in this tier.
I'm in. Yay.
Temporarily animating one into a golem. So this would be the
So it's a gauntlet of magic items. This time you disable
where we roll initiative.
I sit back and just laugh with you as you disable magic devices that are
There we go. Okay. Beautiful. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, bringing you all of the excitement and the action. And
roll initiative now is what you're.
they swap sides. Son of a monkey.
18 initiative.
And you got mage armor, put it up fast. And you don't have mage armor, why the hell not?
Basic.
Zoo. Okay. And Danzy scries to the top.
Astarg.
Number 3.
Oh wait, no, not 18.
Colin plays first with Tron into Star.
16.
16.
And I already know I got to adjust some of this stuff.
And 15.
And I recommend that you not get more than 50 feet away from me until I have a chance to cast Blast.
I'm sorry, Physic, were you 15 or 14? 15. And what's your plus bonus?
6.
I'll get there.
And what's your
Hang
plus
on.
bonus? So, that's
You roll better than him.
and then...
Ooh. Haha.
Probably the best one.
Into a monkey.
I think he'll go last.
Some kind of a monkey. That looks like a monkey.
You're not a wasted a 20.
That's probably
No, I
a,
wasted a 12, honestly.
I don't know what that is. Is that a Kurt Ape?
Oh dear.
I wasted a 16.
Yeah, that is a Kurt Ape.
Something one time.
That is not red.
So can I?
I've seen the way things happen around you. You can roll anything you want.
Yeah.
And so has anybody here done any of these following scenarios? 35 Voice in the Void, 3-7 Echoes of the Overwatched, or 6-2
Danzy goes
the Silver
shocking.
Mount Collection. I almost ran Silver Mount and then I didn't.
Alright, what's the title again?
Let's add some.
Echoes of the Overwatched, Voice in the
Bring that
Void,
down.
or the Silver Mount
Guess
Collection.
the. There, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get right now.
If only he had shed the shores of heaven.
Again, please.
More monkeys.
Bingo. I did it on September 27th, 2014.
And the curd ape becomes a 2/3, so Colin gets taken down a peg or two.
I urge you not to finish that sentence.
Yeah. No, why do you keep fishing this long?
Okay, what were the other ones again?
Echoes of the Overwatched or Voice of the Void.
Anyway, okay, monkey attack. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Okay. So that triggers.
Danzy
in-
shocks down to 12 again. We do have Tron on board though.
Okay.
It's not as if I can remember what I did on September 27th of 2014.
Your character remembers or whatever.
You're aware that that's more than 3¼ years ago.
It's a good thing you got notes.
Why is that
I can't remember what I did last week.
invisible?
I better by God find my notes. It's the Silver Mount Collection.
That's O-Stone.
Theoretically, my hard copy should be here.
Theoretically. I don't know why.
So there's a golem in here,
What?
and starting on
Have you found this magic item?
immediately at initiative count 20, Zarta begins to activate her Inspire Courage ability.
Monkeys attack.
Okay, what's
Boros
the,
Charm must have
what's
gotten
the nature of the
the
benefit?
It is a
stone.
+2 competence bonus
Oh,
on attack
competence.
and damage rolls,
Excellent.
and a +2 morale bonus on saves against charming.
And we're fetching.
So that is her first action, and next up would be blank.
Blank 2.
Blank 2, I'm sorry.
For
Blank
a
2, you
sanctum.
can roll a
Now,
knowledge or arcana
And
check.
not.
To,
Now
identify
we're
the
tapping
golem.
everything into a Karn.
Nature. Okay.
Well, does it matter that Tinkerbelch did it and not me?
You
I'm,
played a
It
colorless
actually
spell.
does. I
He's
think
gonna
it has to
fetch
be the
for
character that is here.
take care of that. So I suppose it'd be bad form for me to refresh my memory as to what it might have been.
What's that? And it's just it's a bonus with the people at a particular school. The NPCs remember your character and give you a bonus.
fetched out
That's his character,
Ulamog.
right?
So they say, I think it was someone who looks just like you. Maybe not though. You
Karn
maybe
ticks
different.
Asher,
down
what are you going to do? Oh, what was your roll
to
for
get rid of
knowledge
a.
nature?
There's Boros Charm and there's game. Just like that. Hey, look at that. I already had predicted Danzy was gonna win that one. I had no
Well, if
idea.
you don't know anything, you can tell these are funguses.
Anyway,
And they're gonna roll a knowledge.
Arcana?
let's get some
Plus 16 on actually,
icons.
plus 8 would be 24.
So you're pretty sure, buddy,
Pretty sure I got
that
Tron
this-
here.
Golem is immune to magic, meaning that he will not take damage from any spell or spell-like ability that allows spell resistance.
So will
But you think that a
Scorching Ray Burning Hands do anything?
no,
Okay, I'm useless.
no.
He looks
I
kind of
am
cool.
purely
Little
useless
crap.
special
And you
Right.
also think he probably has some amount
As
of
foretold,
resistance to
polymerization.
non-adamantine weapons.
Oh, jeez.
What are you going to do,
Weapons.
buddy?
Okay.
I've been
Well,
at
running away
Yelp
in
but I
bad form?
am useless.
I
It's
don't
like,
think
no,
I ever put.
Green Frost don't even do anything.
It's
so
up
I am
here,
totally
so-
useless except for
Shut
take
the door.
away one strength. Take away one staff, which I will never hit anyone with. So I say I skip it. I can't do anything but buff one person.
Are you gonna do anything else, buddy?
I will say I'm useless and then I will do nothing.
Okay, you're not gonna cast your mage armor?
Who wants Mage Armor? Who's getting Russian and
Mage armor goes on you, buddy.
Yeah, okay,
Face
I'll,
it,
I'll
you
catch
need-
Mage Armor.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I'm useless.
So the first thing I'll do is try to like look around in the vicinity for traps.
You don't see any traps.
Why would there be
Okay.
traps? There's so many magic items floating around trying to kill.
It's the dark archive.
The obvious thing is the
Yeah.
glass glowing sphere
Oh, I
from
know the
which
opposite.
everything is emanating.
Okay.
Here's the dark
Game
archive.
2. Here we go.
Is this the
I got a
project?
good
You are
feeling
in
that
the
Tron's
Grand
gonna go
Lodge.
down
This
hard.
is in
Because
the basement.
nobody in their right
It's
mind even
room
enjoys
where
playing
Dark
Tron.
Archive was-
Let alone playing
was
against
right.
Tron. I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things. It's like, well, I guess I'm gonna play Tron.
Doesn't look like it has seen us.
So,
It does.
No.
It's magic. Of course it's seen you. It's multiple magic artists.
in honor of the recent snowfalls, as you can notice, I am currently hovering around in my central Illinois snow-covered plains.
Oh my, it's magic items, magic stuff, all together.
Okay.
I see lots of
Let's see what
Oh,
Danzig has got going to fight off against this Tron onslaught.
Other than that, I would try to like find something to hide behind.
Well, these are crates.
Didn't like those 7. Let's try these 6.
That circle.
And I guess everybody deserves 20 life,
Pollen
even Tron.
flower.
So,
Yeah, it's a fungus. It's connected to these strands of fungus.
So basically, climb up on those and we'll never see anyone again. Which I'm gonna do and see.
they just want to have a good time.
Well, I will then try to like hide behind those crates.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourself.
There's the cut.
Yeah.
Kellen,
Come on, Tron. I know you got it in you for another loss.
Wait, fourth dimensional magic, yes, it is.
I'm gonna move up to the front while still staying in range of him.
Okay.
I can hit him one time. Is that good?
That's 15.
There's a Panner Plant into a sphere.
Oh, 15. that-
Danzy wipes the shame off of his cards. Shocks himself.
True stats makes me hit, right?
Into a Curd
I
Kitty.
guess I'd actually
Super
have
close to
20.
him and they die.
20 would be
And at least
there.
this anyway, so.
I'm like right up there with you.
Am I in range
Because I'm
for a
betting it's
shot
also
with
a
my
range to sneak
crossbow?
attack.
Yes. You would be in range.
And we are going to
Take a shot with the crossbow.
Collective Brutality to just get rid of the kitty, make you discard an instant or a sorcery.
Hit, right, Dad? True
Say
stats?
+2 to the attack, so that's 17.
Yes, true
Base
strike is
attack is
+20.
+4.
So I will hit for 1d6, and then I'll be.
Isn't that
23
a,
will hit.
Because I take away one. I take away.
His damage roll
I take away. Oh, I take away one strain. So I take away one to my stat
One
attack.
d10.
So I can only hit once. Unless I'm super lucky and get a 20 on my list.
anyway,
looks like
get rid of that
8.
mystery white card. Danzy goes shocking with a fetch.
Think about this. There would have been 2 or 3 more if it had been.
There's
any higher.
1d10 +1, so that would actually be, what, 7 plus, that would be 9.
And there's the
And then
Curd
keep in
8.
mind +2 from the ability. The
And
Oh,
we're
that's
drawing
already-
into crack for green, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it would just be 9.
And we're going to use that mana for Star? Map?
Why are everyone's, like, all accomplishments we get, like, the Master of the Dark Archive, which I think should be able to kill thing was
Just
not.
put the map down.
Why is that all
just
accomplishments
put the-
and
there you
bars?
go.
They're all bars.
Expedition map. And play another one, and we're going to crack the land.
What I rolled. I mean,
Probably go for a tower
9. Okay.
or the mine. It doesn't matter which
What
one.
range are you? Ranger that-
Got the mine.
The ranger dog.
Yep.
He's basically ranged with a crossbow. Up
So-
close
Yeah,
with an
but
That is the
He
golem's
He
turn.
does have an animal companion.
what is it?
Coming around.
And,
Danzy's going to fetch once again.
The
Doing
golem
all the
actually
damage
spends
for
its
him.
turn Breaking
Gonna
apart
shock
into
as well.
a swarming mass of
It's going to
tiny
get a
parts.
Temple Garden, I'm assuming.
Okay, there goes the whole mission. We're not supposed to break stuff.
I don't have anything that's gonna work on a swarm.
I mean, is he still
Or
doing
Stomping
magic
Ground, I
now?
mean,
Or can I just
Yeah.
fire?
Yes.
Maybe the
Still need
Stomping
the
Ground.
magic.
No, you can't get the
that would
Stomping
be
Ground.
bad kind of because
It's got to go for the Sacred
And that would
Foundry.
bring up Ostog.
Skip my turn
Cast
every turn.
blast. Okay, everybody listen up. You now got an extra +1 to hit.
Okay, now I have. Wait, I have no longer so I can try to hit if I roll.
Okay.
Already not, she gave you 2, so you would actually be a +2 to hit.
Oh, good, so I can have +2 to hit.
Yes, but you see, conveying a morale.
I don't know what that is.
Right.
It's
So they
It's a proxy
stack.
of some
So
sort.
you're at +3.
That dealt 2
for
damage.
rage, +3 to hit and +2 to damage.
5, 10, 20.
What is that?
It's a fungus.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go jump on it because my character's useless.
Shut up.
Buddy, please don't keep saying you're useless over and over
I
again.
am though, unless I go up next to him and die. That's,
Well,
and then what is the staff gonna do against a swarm?
well, a
Yeah, we're
staff
just
will do
gonna-
damage to a swarm.
Burn down the map
Okay.
so you can't do nothing about it.
That hurts
Now
her.
it's her turn again, so she comes up here
Oops.
No,
Too
they
much
don't
damage.
use
Uses her wand.
Okay.
and it destroys this much
What is
of
that?
this fungus stuff.
What happens?
She used the wand.
Oh, yay.
She defoliated.
Why won't she give me the one?
Because she
Gotta
uses the
work.
wand.
I didn't
Blank
know.
2, that's your turn.
Okay,
Did that move
I will
me?
run as
Otherwise,
far
I'm
as I
still right
can
there.
towards the thing. I'll run as far as I can towards the thing.
I don't know what that is. I can't make it out. Can't read
She's
it.
fast.
It's a he,
Yeah.
I think.
That's a double move right
Oh.
there. buddy.
Actually,
It was an
it's
artifact of
not
some
race,
sort
I mean,
because it just died.
not race,
I'm just wondering what happens if you're left standing on the phone.
not- This is a balancing trampoline.
Phasic.
Let's reset that. Or
So are these crates like? Can I like slip through there?
anyway, 12 to
Yeah, it's
10.
Maybe like that.
You can move.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's something. Here comes the O stone. Is that a chalice?
Are you
Is that
running a
an
rogue?
EE? I don't know what that one is either.
Like full.
You're gonna have to get to the disabled.
You got quite a ways to get up there.
I know.
No, don't think. Try to disable the device so swing your into the toe.
Well, I gotta get to the device.
Must have been an EE.
So don't try to play. Did you get a plus actually?
Anyway, so
And we're going to go ahead and put the O stone down. You're going to get bolted to the face.
we'll go ahead and go for a double move.
To the face. There's a kitchen fink. Danny's going to gain a little bit of life to keep him alive.
Kellenbus.
Let's go ahead and move me up closer. 20.
Okay.
Tower.
Is there supposed to be a
Should have fetched for a,
And,
or should have fetched for a tower.
This is the.
So now you're lousy with
That's
mines.
for later.
Or yeah, lousy with
Pull out
mines.
So that I don't.
You need
have
some
to
panner plants.
look
Danzy
for
gains
later.
2 more life.
You
That
love to
takes
get
the
pounded on us now.
Finks down to
All the ones we're
a
gonna have.
2-1.
Yeah, we'll,
If it was any
we'll
higher
take another
tier.
shot with the crossbow.
Okay.
Dude.
Kurt Ape. Kurt Ape.
Remember to take +3.
4,
What have you got, Colin?
12.
What can you do to stave off the zoo?
Well, what did you roll a 3?
I rolled a 5.
Like, jeez.
And attacks.
Yeah.
Golem's turn.
I don't roll a 3.
2, 4, and bolt. That's game.
So review.
Danzy and the zoo pull it out against Tron. Huzzah. Huzzah.
Sure. The swarm moves to where it is positioned over top of you, dealing damage to you with its
Ooh, that was
swarm
good.
ability.
That was beast.
Okay. How many did you fail?
I don't know what
Take
that is, but
11
I'm,
damage.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Who was healing?
We'll
And-
figure it out.
You need to make a
So-
fortitude take
Save.
save.
Now it's time for the band hammer.
2 to that.
And for those of you who know, I like to arbitrarily pick my band hammer. But I didn't pick one. as of yet.
Look at your.
Today I'm going to try something a little different.
So
I'm going to go ahead and bring up the Gatherer,
+2 from her.
and the Gatherer is going to tell me
So I get a plus
what
one.
card is going to get the ban.
So
Just get a +1.
We're just going to go to this little random card.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she gave us a +2
And
against
Gatherer says,
I'm trying.
it's already-
Fear?
against fear.
It's already not.
She'll get a +2 from her.
So you're fine with that.
I'm afraid of it. Does that count?
Ostag.
Move towards the injured person. Like that one.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's general principles.
that one didn't make it.
If you're more than
So
30
let's
feet away
get
from
the,
me, I can't help you. Good luck.
Let's get a nice random card here. Come on, back up.
20, 25, 30.
Am I in 30 feet of him?
Yeah, you are now.
Unless.
Sure.
Cast Bane. Gonna try and. It'll probably.
Good
not
job.
work.
I know, you like that?
Taking down the evil Tron.
Now
you got there.
You say the golem is immune to all
So
kinds
hard
of
to make
magic?
Anything that allows spell resistance.
Wait, so all
I
my
guess I'll have
spells.
to look it up.
We got crazy on the zoo.
So, what was the
There's
white card that
very
he
few
pitched
spells that don't.
to
And the ones that don't.
Brutality?
the Brutality?
It was
Wait, can I cast two strike on someone else?
Ulamog. Nulamog.
No, that you pitched. He
Oh,
made
that I
you this
pitched?
card.
Stony Silence.
I can't get that.
Yes, spell resistance.
Collective Brutality is an
I
instant
guess-
sorcery.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was thinking it might have been Stony Silence, but
Oh.
nah, he knows it can only be an instant or sorcery.
It didn't matter.
Grease,
Yeah, it
arcane
didn't
lock,
matter
It
in
didn't
the
matter.
least.
Portal, wood shape, and rusting.
But
glass all
yeah,
have them. Those are the
just
only
be
spells
wary
that
of that. I was like, did he just make him pitch an enchantment to
Alright,
that?
what am I
He said
standing next to?
non-creature, and I
Stand right next to
didn't
you.
even think of collective
Okay, what do
brutality.
you
I
do
was
around
just like,
here?
yeah, whatever.
Got a crossbow and an axe.
I
Okay.
didn't care.
Alright.
It's Banhammer time.
Full strength. For the
Uh,
next 4
let's see here.
minutes. You're
in
acting on your
in
strength
keeping
of
with the
4 points
traditions
higher
of
than
being
actual
completely
strength.
arbitrary,
Strength +4.
I let Gatherer, through the use of random card, decide what we are going to ban today. And today,
Need to do actually.
it was nice enough to
It's
pick.
not very fast when it's a swarm.
+2 to hit and +2 damage, you said?
I said it and I meant it.
Alright.
So that's her turn.
Where is it? It's here.
Does each strength basically do 1 hit, 1 damage?
Can she
Every,
raise my voice?
every 2 points of strength.
Can she raise her voice?
It was just
Oh, I
here.
see, yeah. +4 strength.
Where are you?
So she uses the wand again and destroys more of the
More of the vines.
vines. Yep.
Can she destroy
No.
someone I know?
Yeah, that was that was Bring to Life, or that was the Diamond in the Rough on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
That's your turn, Asher.
Thanks, by the way, for letting me
Yeah.
know about that.
Hey, not a problem. I mean, it has been printed twice in Modern.
Yes.
The people deserve a right to, or have a right to know.
Do they?
Yeah,
Do they, Bob?
every single one of them.
What are you doing?
Because remember, if you yourself are having a problem with Storm in your meta, do not forget Luminescence.
I hate you, Bob. I hate
I
you.
recommend a lot more than that.
You probably want to get away from it.
You already
Corrose the Guild
You don't
Mage.
need to use Expeditionary Retreat.
Let's see why this deserves to be banned. It's a 2/2 for 2.
No, you did an
For
attack.
3 mana,
Alright, we're getting there.
target creature gets +1/+1 and
6
gains
spaces, buddy.
Intimidate until end of turn.
Oh, yeah, Intimidate's rough.
For 4 mana,
Target creature gets it?
target creature.
Jesus.
For 4 mana,
Yeah.
only 4 mana, 2 of it colored.
Yeah, just put
Fair
yourself
enough.
where you want
Sacrifice a non-token creature.
Why do you want to go over
Create
there?
X 1/1 green saplings,
This is the.
where
this
X is the
deal.
sacrifice creature's toughness.
Yeah, that could be
I
broken.
can't help you if you're 30 feet away.
Okay, for starters,
Right next to the
this
healer
thing
you
is
want
just
to be
rampant.
Usually, buddy.
This thing is super beastly. I don't understand how this was able to be printed in the first place. I just want to thank Gatherer right now for bringing this to our attention. Because my God, look, you get a 2/2 for 2. That's good enough right there.
That's like a bear.
That is so
Make
bearish.
a perception check.
But on top of that, you get 2 solid abilities. Intimidate.
20.
+1/+1 and Intimidate.
You are not finding any way
I mean,
to...
who plays with artifacts outside of Affinity? No one. Who plays? I mean, you could play this on a red creature. Nobody plays red creatures in Modern. They don't exist. So you're playing a black, red, and green. That's Jund. You're playing a Jund deck. I mean, that's already a shard that is super powerful.
This is solid fit into
You've got let's say.
I mean,
Let's say you have a combustible Gearhulk on board,
yeah.
and you've already turned over 17 or you've already turned over 13 or 14 damage due to them not allowing you to draw those cards. So your combined casting cost into the graveyard that on the Gearhulk is was 13 or 14. So you have the 6/6 first striker,
1d8 +2.
but they have a wall of just unblocking or an impenetrable wall. They have at their disposal
Which there are lots.
I've got
100-handed one
4 plus.
Oh yeah, both
They
guys.
could
with
have it.
monstrosity.
They could have
That thing has already been monstrosity.
8
So they not only have a defender,
now that he's a
but they have a
swarm,
defender that can
slashing
block
weapons
an
do
additional
half
99
damage,
creatures.
And after it's halved,
Sounds
then it's
pretty broken.
subject to
How
his
are you
at
ever
18
going to
damage
get
reduction,
your
so it does not
combustible
damage.
Gearhulk through for that last 6 damage? You can't rely on spells to do that. There's nothing in Jund colors that will do that much direct damage. Not for the mere 3 mana.
So you will take
It would
7
take for
damage,
you and your
We get take away my property.
and
Corrodes
you
the
will
Guild
need a
Mage.
Fortitude save.
to make it +1/+1 and Intimidate.
I'm fresh out of ideas.
Me too.
So you activate your Corrodes the Guild Mage on your combustible Gearhulk. You swing in. They're like, I'll block with my 100-handed one. That is monstrous, so it can block an additional 99 creatures.
Stick it with the pointy end. So
And then you get to look at them and say,
yeah.
it has Intimidate,
Saying that.
which means it can only be blocked by Artifact
No, I mean the orb.
and red
Not
creatures.
bad. For cover 10.
And your opponent just does his best Kevin McAllister
I
impersonation
need 1 more HP, which
as he watches his life points dwindle to nil.
I just would like 1 more HP.
I mean,
Too powerful.
I can't think of any spell that would cost a colorless, a green, and a black in modern that could just like destroy a creature or anything. I mean, I can't
Nope.
think of anything at all.
Nope.
I mean, I don't think that card exists.
I mean, even if they don't have a 100-handed one, which well, I don't know why you want it, it can be any kind of creature that's not red because nobody plays red creatures in Modern. You try to destroy that creature, you know what's going to happen. Vines the Vastwood.
Uh-huh.
Dive deep.
All
All of these things.
Blossoming defense.
Blossoming defense. You go to destroy that creature that they have in the way of your combustible Gearhulk for the kill. And you'll be like, nah, now it has now you can't, no, they can even give it, they can give it indestructible, they can give it hexproof, they can just counter that spell.
It doesn't matter.
Unless they're playing
Okay,
whatever the stifle card is.
And you see a
Disallow?
which
Disallow.
functions
Unless they're playing Disallow.
as an
This is a creature
adamantium,
ability. You can't stop
flail.
creature abilities.
so not me.
The less people play Disallow than play red creatures in Modern.
It's a blunt object.
You just don't see it.
Not an edged object.
There's way too many problems that this creature alone
blank two.
brings to the
I will
table.
not run over there and get it, 'cause I can
And for
I
these
can
reasons,
put it
and
in
I'm
my
sure
next time.
hundreds
I'll go
more that I can't even think
Do
of
you
at
wanna
this
grab
time.
it, or do you want one of
Hand
the
it off.
other?
That's why it's got to get the
Okay,
bad
so you
hammer.
go grab it.
back. I'll be
Grab it and throw
You
it
grab
across.
it. Who are you
Whoops.
gonna hand it to?
Well, I mean, that second ability.
And the second ability, I mean, that's if you just want to go
Make an
tall.
attack roll.
Who wants
If you
to,
want to go wide,
Who wants a big Tarmogoyf out on the board when you can have a whole bunch of Saproblings?
Yeah, yeah. They have put. They have cast.
Okay, so you
They have your Tarmogoyf pacified.
I will never roll that again.
It's been chained to the rocks.
You're straight.
Your Goyf is currently chained to the rocks.
Right to the rock.
What are you gonna do?
Go hit him.
You could just like be, oh, poor is me. My Goyf is chained to the rocks. There's no way to get rid of that. Oh wait,
That's jumping out.
I have my Kuros the Guild Mage and 4 free mana.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna activate that and sacrifice my 8/9 Tarmogoyf to get myself 9 1/1 Sapperling tokens.
Hell yeah. Chain them to the rocks. You don't have enough.
You don't have enough chained to the rocks to take them all out. Now, true, 3 of them will get chained to the rocks. That's inevitable.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
But the other 6, because everybody knows if you're playing Goyf, he's automatically an 8/9.
Maybe you're not moving.
I mean, that's the only way, huh?
No doubt about it.
No doubts. That's the only reason that he is as expensive as he is, because he's just a free, or a 2-mana 8/9. But I mean, when you chain him to the rocks, there's not a whole lot that 8/9's going to be doing, except, oh, here comes Mr. Kazan the Guild Mage
It'd be a move action
to give you 9, because it's toughness. It's equal to the toughness.
Pick up the mace.
Oh yeah.
Swing the mace.
I mean, okay, we've been using some pretty valid and everyday scenarios. Let's think of something that's outside the box. You're playing a Tree Folk
Okay,
deck.
why can't you just swing it around him?
You probably have Duran.
You've got Duran,
How the hell good do you think?
Duran the Explorer.
I didn't know
You've
that was
got,
a bill that you had to
obviously, your Karana Guild Mage, because it's in every deck.
Oh yeah, it is.
And if you're not playing green and black, you splash for it. Why not? It's modern. It's not hard.
No.
So you have your Duran. You have them going strong and hardcore at it.
Flail.
They're playing the same colors you are, so his first ability can't help. So if you can't go tall
I'll be right back.
with your Conda, with your
I
Corona,
know it's blunt and it's
Duran,
adamant, so
with your
it
Duran,
conveniently bypasses
you,
damage reduction.
you turn that
Damage reduction.
you turn that Indomitable Ancients of yours
Probably a
into 10 Sapperlings. Now, you might be saying, but I'm playing a tree deck. Why do I want Sapperlings? Well, if you think about it, Sapperlings are just itty-bitty little trees. So it totally fits flavor.
Oh yeah, it does.
Completely fits flavor. And I believe it was
It's probably simple.
not Molimo, but what, Kentaro,
I presume you're a medium
that put out Sapperlings when you kicked him, like Super Kicker.
Yes, dwarfs are medium. They use medium size.
Sounds right.
I know he's not modern, but I mean, this thing is an EDH All-Star as well. I mean, no, that's a god.
Well, yeah, I've got
But,
2 damage.
Unless you're a weakling.
But yeah, I mean, you have so many. You partner this with Trostani.
Well, so it
That's
should be
+6.
Look at all those tokens you just gained life on.
Mine is +6. I've got 2 from her.
You know,
2 from her.
I went in thinking that Gatherer was going to give me a completely redundant, absolutely wackadoo card. But this thing,
So that seems to do full damage.
I know what
to
decks
it.
I'm going to be building from now on, at least until Wizards gets
And
the
now
hint
it's its turn,
and hits
it
this
moves
with a
forward
banhammer.
into You. You will take 3
hot
damage and need to
Something's
make a
going to get
fortitude
Liliana'd.
If it's a swarm, can it split? It's
Create Sapperlings.
If it does,
This
we'll
gives
really
the big middle finger to Liliana of the Veil. You only have 1 creature? Well, guess what? Now you get a bunch of creatures. What is she going to do? Kill them all? She doesn't have enough tick downs for that.
And worst case
And
scenario,
outside.
you could use those abilities
Okay.
on herself.
So he's
Yeah.
in the
She can-
swarm,
she
so
can
I
get
think
intimidated.
It's target creature.
Target creature.
She herself can become a 3/3 with Intimidate. You can, and then if you happen to have multiple mana, because that's not a tap ability. I mean, if you happen to get yourself into the position where you have the
I'm going to exclude the golem. Although I don't
Grand Architect Pilipala infinite mana combo. If you find yourself in the presence of
Everybody within 30 feet of me recovers 10 hit points.
the golem,
So I recovered 1 hit point.
the
Look it up.
I'm not.
the golem that sacks for 5 mana. Was that the
20, 25.
coalition? But it's not coalition. It's a golem that sacks for 5, and then you have the not the Umbral Mantle. Is it the Umbral Mantle? I think it's the Umbral Mantle. No, Umbral Mantle is the one with untap. It's the
I have an Oxeron called Guidance. I can get you a +1 to your skill roll.
So if you roll a... Wait,
Take everything I need.
I mean, I wish my character's plus anybody, but no.
So she kills some more fungus.
Composite Golem and then Death Mantle.
Death Mantle.
I mean, that's a little bit easier to get out than Pilipala and Grand Architect. But Composite Golem with the Nim Death Mantle, if you have either of these or any infinite mana combo, you can even have, well no, you can't do Vizier Devoted, because Devoted doesn't make black mana, but I mean, if you find yourself with infinite colored mana of any kind, you can make this thing
And
into
for
a bajillion-y, because you can just keep giving it a +1/+1 and Intimidate over and over and over and over and over and over and
Next
over
roll is
again.
going to be a 4. It's
And
pretty
then,
much guaranteed.
because they've got the fog that they've already cast, you just use that mana to make a bajillion saplings.
Hell yeah.
And there's no way to get rid of those.
Okay.
There's not enough fogs to stop all that damage.
You will take 2 damage and need to make a Fortitude save.
This thing is
Apparently the gold
deadly.
dice love you.
This thing is massively deadly. And look, and I'm seeing that it's been reprinted. Wizards is trying what they can to make sure everybody knows about this guy.
I will.
He
Your +1 to your
debuted
next skill roll.
in
Listen to your guidance.
Return to Ravnica. He came out in Return to Ravnica, and then he was printed in Commander 15 and 16, and Izzet versus Golgari.
She comes over
This
here
is why
and pulls
Golgari
more
won,
fungus.
people. They had the Kazonda Guildmage. What did Izzet have? Nothing.
Blank 2.
We all know people went crazy and bought that so they could get their life from the loans. So they got a place out of them just chilling. Everybody's got it.
Everybody has this guy.
You just don't know it.
You just kind of thumbed over it because you were just looking for the life from the loan. Little beknownst to you, you had gold in that box.
Gold.
Kellen.
Gold!
That's a 10.
That will
Way too powerful for the modern format. Get it out of
continue
here.
swarming over you for 10 damage.
Anyway, looks like we might be possibly getting close to the next round.
And another Fortitude save.
Any idea what's going on out there?
I have absolutely no idea. If I had to guess, I'd say Dragus
Still
is
swarming all
dragging
over 'em.
it around.
That never happens.
He got mouthy with me earlier. I have to take him outside.
Alright, just want to remind everybody that we do have the Oofy Preserve. They are still growing, everybody. Thank you to you who sent in 2 more little buddies. They're still exponentially growing, and I want to thank you very much for sending in the Oofies. The Preserve thanks you. And how, you might be asking yourself, how can I help this Oofy Preserve out? Well, that's easy. You dig out your Ice Age brown Oofies. You kind of pat them dry because I know you just left them sitting in a puddle.
19
And
its armor class is 19.
and from there you go
Should I be
you go to your local post office, put them in an envelope,
No, that will go off your strength.
It goes off my
So
and
it'd be
send them
+4. You
to.
have +6 to that. You
should have plus,
or no, you'd have +7 to that
should have
because of
plus
plus.
7 to that. So yeah, I should have had a plus 7.
Really? There it
Yeah,
is.
so still 21.
Send those little brown Oofies
1d8 we said.
Yep.
to the
+6.
Titan Oofy Preserve.
It seems to do full damage.
Titan Games Curve, the Yuffie Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616.
21.
You're good.
I just want to remind everybody that this is how you help the Yuffie Preserve. I'm going to let you stare at that for a little bit. Look at them little guys having fun.
The dice got
And I'm going to find out what's going on. Looks like we have one match remaining out there. I'm going to see who else we have and get something fun on screen. I'll be right back. Hang tight, y'all. Hello,
able to harvest
people.
2
Welcome
doses
back.
of
I'm back. Thank you
Malleus
for
root paste.
enjoying
I'll bite.
the time alone.
John Pugh is
Oh, we got some good
unbalanced
match
root.
here.
I have no
Bring us
idea.
the corn
Well,
father
good.
type.
I'm the fairest, only ignorant one around here.
I mean, should I go on there and check to see what
Hammer
Malleus root is? Or do we-
69. That's my Twitch, is Crabhammer69. You can follow us on there,
You said there was
as
a-
always.
Last word throwing.
You missed Cornfather. He was there.
Price 250
Game
gold,
1.
Type.
He actually showed up game 1,
Contact save
just in time to
42,
get his
DC
metal
16.
behind
It
kicked.
is a poison with an onset
But-
of 1 minute that does dex damage. It
So we
is a
shove
pretty weak
The captain.
dex damage contact.
Captain Bob,
Okay.
there's a change of plan.
And
Mr.
you
Dragon,
also find you can
Cool.
harvest
I told you you were.
3 bags of shards of Octurn.
What are those?
Okay, I thought we were going to get an Abzan mid-range, but it turned out to be...
Okay.
They are essentially magic
Scooter.
caltrops.
We could have used that a few episodes ago.
If you plant them, does a beanstalk grow?
Was chasing it.
Yes, that would have been good.
Wait, so how many do we have? 3 bags of them?
We have 3 bags of them, so you
Scooter
Oh,
on...
can scatter the bag out and it takes.
Ooh, look at that.
So who's gonna grab one? Me.
Look at that.
We have 3.
Good.
So
Grab all 3 of them.
I'll grab all 3.
Oh, let's get some elves.
Zarta lively slips the wand back into the folds of her dress, her eyes darting around the
Dash
blasted vault.
Shadow,
Nicely
Azuri,
done. I'll go to
Counters.
Ambrose and lift the lockdown. That being
Elves.
said, you still have work to do.
Yes, we do.
Her gaze falls upon the dormant
He pulled it
glass
out.
sphere. Its
Captain
fluid
pulled it out
eyes
against
now black and
Stompy.
flecked with pinpricks of light. I don't know what caused this to happen, but I do recognize that
Mono Green Stompy. It was a fun match to see.
from the
10
And
points.
Scooter coming up with
Arcana
sad
Miriam
robots, because that's
a
all
few
he
weeks
ever
ago
plays
for
is
further study.
sad
When they told
robots.
us they suspected its magic was somehow linked to the dark tapestry. It's one
Okay.
of a set of 3, and if one malfunctioned, I anticipate
Yeah!
the others won't be far behind. Zarta digs through one of the wrecked crates and emerges with 3 small lead boxes etched with sigils.
Oh,
She
let's see
places the
here.
sphere into one of the
I
boxes.
do
and
enjoy the
fastens it.
captain.
At
He
this
always
point,
plays some
our responsibility
very
is to contain
interesting
these
games,
devices
or some
before they
interesting
cause
decks
any
that
lasting
are
damage.
just fun
Get
as all
whatever
get out
supplies
to
you need
watch.
first. Once you're ready, head
And
to
if you
the
don't agree,
Arcanum-
I'm sorry.
Arcana Miriam. Find the other 2 items and place them inside these warding containers. Their magic is keyed to each other, so you shouldn't need to disarm the other devices. Just scoop them into the boxes and lock the lid. Once all 3, you can figure out where to go from there. Do not delay, but tread carefully. The Society knows precious little about the forces of the Dark Tapestry, other than that those who deal with them haphazardly often find their sanity compromised.
In other
Also,
words, get out there,
Oops.
do the job, you're expendable.
Also, my Dark Archive people will certainly want to do a follow-up research and thorough report on the encounter here.
Look at those massive die rolls. Dragist, of course, using die that only he can see. And sometimes not even that. Anyway.
And she will also willingly cast
Yeah, it
Lesser
looks like
Restoration up
he's
to
going to be
3
going
times.
first.
Who took
Decided to
ability
not
score
keep the
damage.
7.
You
Good
did.
call.
I didn't get any.
You didn't. If you failed that other one, you would save
Oh.
it from his shards. The glass gets in your skin and gives you damage. So she cures both of your ability score damage.
Way to go.
Does
Okay.
restoration also heal any HP?
Okay.
It does not. It just
So-
heals.
How many hit do you down
Does
now?
that also cure the speed impediment?
Okay.
The speed impediment ends. It would be on a duration.
Okay.
So Asher, you know that in order to perform the follow-up research that she wants you to do, you're going to need to make 3 skill checks.
Please tell me they're all
You're going to need to make 3 different skill checks from
Don't
a
test them
list.
yet.
No, I'm missing.
And you can only
Anyway,
attempt
okay,
each one
we've got-
once, and you you have to make 3 successfully before you fail twice.
Okay.
So
I'm standing behind him. I'm casting guidance on him 6 times a minute.
Is there anything else you want to shuffle before we begin this match? You already feel like you're going to trounce all over him, but that's okay. I don't believe so. But
craft, disable device,
coming up
knowledge, arcana,
next match,
engineering,
next
nature
game,
or planes,
thing
profession,
in the
herbalist,
mill.
Perception,
I don't know.
spellcraft,
You call
or
it
use magic device.
thing in the fog, thing in the mill. It's a foggy.
Okay, I want to knowledge because I have +9s and 8s.
Okay.
So name the knowledge ones I can do.
Arcana.
Arcana, and that's it.
Nobody needs the
engineering.
Karn Father. Nobody
Nature.
likes the Karn Father. The
How many
Karn
names?
Father. You
need
should have
to make
been here
3
sooner.
before
You can
fail
check
to.
the YouTube
What if I make
replay.
4?
Karn got
Once you
his
make 3, you're
shiny
good.
metal
Do
Tookus
your
kicked.
report, right?
So I can.
Tookus!
I have
Took him
2 + 9
down.
+ 8. Start
Okay.
out.
You can also
Well, it
use
looks like
spellcraft,
Dragust
which
went
I bet is
first.
a +9, isn't it?
Hi, diddly ho.
+10, so you should probably roll spellcraft.
Alright.
Alright, take a +1 from guidance.
I rolled a.
Into a Thropter and
Okay,
Blink
that's a
Moth.
success.
Wait, no, I rolled a.
Ink and Blink, it looks
27.
like.
You doing spellcraft?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And there's
now
a
do one of the other
Ravager.
ones.
You pass that one.
Lots of elves need to come down immediately.
Yep.
23.
And
And
9 + 8.
9 + 8, 15. That's not quite enough.
17.
9 and 8.
Oh,
Another
17.
Nettle Sentinel. Oh no, the captain's stuck on one land.
Oh,
Good
well,
job.
This is not good.
So, your research reveals that, as Zarda suspected, this object has a resonant connection
Fire
to
up
2
Ink
other
Moth.
devices. It was originally built as a beacon, but a mysterious alien force has
Taking
corrupted its
advantage on
original
the
function, causing erratic interactions with its
Unblockable,
surroundings.
or elves' problem with the
In other
sky.
words, it's dangerous.
Okay.
Let's see
can I
here.
Good
Say
thing we
what
didn't
this
hit it.
does. This acts as a spider's form, except for without poison.
So it looks like he took
Yeah,
Just read it.
pass that around and let
One.
other people
2
read.
other people might be able to take it. Take 1 bag.
So she also, buddy, asks you to analyze the, to carefully secure any
one big
possible
poison counter
avenues
to
for
rule them
obtaining
all.
Information straight from the source of this power, including interrogating a dark tapestry native or taking one captive for questioning, if you're able to.
We're in the name of-
You can ask
we're in the
Danzy
name of Sarah
how he
Rainer, we supposed to
whooped
find
Karn's
the
backside.
Dark Tapestry native.
Well, we gotta go
This,
find these
uh,
other 2 things.
yeah.
Other 2 spheres. So
Oh, wait,
let's-
we
Asher-
don't have the
A blank 2, she stresses to you that it's very important that you should prioritize
I wish elves would win 2 turns from now.
your own sanity over gaining information.
He's got Nettle
Oh, I thought that was
Nettle.
the
He
other
just
way
needs
around.
the
That would've been much fun, more
devoted,
Okay,
What's
why?
the-
And he's in
what's the
business.
Dark Tapestry native look like?
but he's also got a lot of artifact damage, or a lot of poison damage. There's devoted.
So the dark
In response,
tapestry is
He's gonna go ahead and just
where-
destroy one of those little Nettle Sentinels.
Ah, yeah, never mind. I'll
So
just-
they're
So there goes his
mostly
mana.
bizarre
Plus he has another
aberrations
1-drop.
and twisted deformities.
And we're
Stupid
supposed to
galvanic
capture one
blast.
and get
And yes, it is
information
stupid.
Yes.
So basically, we knock one out and then we bring
out of
it.
it. As Tonto so aptly put
Do
it,
you have another 1-drop, sir? Please say you have.
No,
No!
we knock it out.
Not cool.
And then we capture it. We tie it
Not
up.
cool.
Probably won't work, but it's our best try.
There's another Ink Moth. Or no, that is the Ink Moth. Same one as before. And
So
we're going
is
to
there anything you guys
use...
need to collect, do before
Count
you
'em
head
up.
to the
Take that around.
Arcanumarium.
I'm gonna go look for items shop in case I need anything.
Was there anything you need?
Well, I might.
Can
need
you
something.
kill him this turn? It's a
Since
strong
that's something
possibility,
to
because
help me avoid
1,
damage.
2, 3, 4,
others will
5,
happen
6.
later
Oh,
today.
just going
This is all
hardcore. There's an
happening
edge
today.
champion.
Is there any other,
Gonna do it the slow and painful
any
way,
other
it looks
gear?
like.
that she feels like we should take with us?
Captain
She,
draws his
did not
next
say
card.
anything before she departs to
He's
King
already headed out.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can I?
This is hard. This is rough to watch.
A wand
Can we
of
bring that with us?
Yes.
yes.
You can.
What, so if I buy a wand of mage armor, will I be able to cast on other people?
Anyway, I mean, if I were the captain, I would drop a
Mage armor
creature
has a
and then
range
use
of
the.
personal, which means you can
I
only
guess
ever
you
cast
only
it on
you don't get
yourself.
all of the Nettle Sentinel abilities because you do need that
It would
other.
basically just save you
Gosh.
from casting it. But a wand of mage armor always lasts one round.
Wait,
But no, mage armor is creature
Hour.
touched. I apologize. It is creature touched, so you can cast it on other people.
Interesting.
should,
But most other people wear armor, so it doesn't do them any good.
okay,
But
wait.
your mage armor, buddy, right now lasts 3 hours.
Wait,
so
what's her name?
Mage armor.
Zarta.
What's Granny?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is the right person. I just don't remember.
We're in an adventure with her before.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, lots of thinking to do. Captain needs to pull out all the stops, casting an Elvish Visionary. So he's got at least one go around
So-
with manas. Manyas.
The Arcana Academy
Bananas.
is the oldest and largest magical college in Absalom, as well as the most prestigious academy in the
Manana.
entire Inner Seas region.
Manana.
The campus is dotted with
We've got
Gothic-style
3.
stone structures and imposing marble towers.
The Nettle
with
Sentinel
apprentice
will
wizards hurrying
untap.
between buildings on their way to classes.
Mm.
You arrive at the reception desk, and a student
Gosh.
employee greets you with a cheerful demeanor.
What do you do, Captain? What do you do? Staring down,
Find out if the employee wants to go on.
staring down all them robots. Not having
Oh
any
no,
fun.
I'm a student. I have to follow my duties.
Okay.
You don't have any more of them
Duty.
there magical spheres?
Do you have any one of these? Pop the cap open real quick and then say, take a good look, pop it
So
back up.
And
Also, I say, do you want to
what else you got? I mean,
You may have heard there was just a problem.
we're gonna have to break out the bracket counter.
Don't say that,
Why not?
because then they won't want to come along.
Well, I doubt that.
They're not
Okay.
so this is asking for.
I am sorry about that, but
knowledge local or
Modern Thursday is
irrelevant
filmed in front of a live
profession check.
Pathfinder
We
audience.
need to recruit her to a
Follow-
podcast.
We'll try
Let's
diplomacy.
see here.
For what?
That's a 14.
14 is good enough, but now it asks for a follow-on check of diplomacy.
the captain's not
intimidate, knowledge,
doing
arcana, or sense
Much.
to
to
navigate the bureaucracy.
So,
Sense motive.
I think he should cast some elves, destroy some artifacts, and win this game, but that's just my opinion.
Will A.
24.
Will A.
But
minus
I'm just
9,
ahead of the
18.
box.
24 will do it. 18 would have done it as well. So you talk to him and get access to some information.
Staring at robots,
Dad, can I recruit?
thinking what to
So
do.
you are rapidly able to get through the bureaucracy and learn that the items you're looking
on,
for
Captain.
are called beacons
You
of
got this.
Relzeros.
Maybe?
The remaining 2 are in the possession of Journeyman Wizard Marin Fulm, or in Journeyman Wizard Marin Fulm's office, on campus, and on display in the Black Rose Museum.
Okay, also, Dad, can I
Okay,
try
we'll go to the museum first.
can I try to recruit that person we were talking to the Dark Eye guy?
That one is not a named NPC, so you can't do that. You're gonna get something else in this that will give you a check, so you don't need to worry about that in this one. So while you're here, you have the opportunity to take a knowledge arcana or history check with a +2 circumstance bonus to learn some more about the Dark Tapestry.
I already know more than I want to know.
15 plus 9.
So what is 15
Got a
plus
little bit
9?
of time here
Yeah,
while the captain makes it up.
24.
And
I
then,
also have a 24.
and then is that +2 for the circumstance bonus?
26.
Oh, 26.
Okay, so the Dark Tapestry is the common term for the lifeless space between the stars. Most efforts to plumb the secrets of the Dark Tapestry drive researchers to madness. Whatever powers lurk in the void are hideously alien and thankfully pay little attention to life on Galarian. one of the Pathfinder Society's foremost scholars of the Dark Tapestry is Poggle the Grey, but the disturbing things he's learned have left him unstable and distractible. He accepts visitors only by appointment, and the object in the fungal vault resembles one astronomer's depiction of Octurne, the planet farthest from the sun in Galarian's solar system.
Drawing a bunch of stuff.
Not much is known
Let's see
about
what
the
we got
planet
here.
other than
Where's it at?
that reaching it via teleportation or portal is exceedingly difficult, and that only vile creatures can thrive in its poisonous atmosphere.
Wait, so what's Octurne?
It's the planet furthest from the sun.
So I have shards of Octurne.
Yes.
How did we get him?
That's with a golem. When you scooped up the diamondy dust that the golem turned into when you destroyed him.
There we go.
But how did we,
And
I have so many questions. Is there spaceships in this game? Or do we have magic bubbles that float across the
So
sky?
you want to leave here and go to the museum first, or do you want to go to the guy's office who is here?
I think
Museum first. I got a hunch it's going to be unpopular if we break into the museum last. We're going to try and get to the museum while it's still open.
So you think we're going to come back after hours and break into his office?
No, we're going to go to his house and talk him into letting us into his
We're
office.
going to go shake him down at his house.
Too bad this is not even Pathfinder Society.
hands down,
That's what I'm trying to avoid saying.
my favorite quote of the year, I think, so far.
I wouldn't put it as that. But not necessarily
Anyway,
down.
I took away for 2 seconds, and elves
I'm
have
trying to
thrown up
avoid
all over the
saying
board.
that also.
Could we persuade him like a bluff check?
We'll
Because
get to
lying
that
is
later.
not evil act.
We're going to the
We'll cross
museum
that bridge
first.
when we get there.
Yeah, why is the lying not evil act? I'm questioning.
And the Arc Druid
Well,
untapped the Nettle Sentinel.
So you
So,
arrive at
On 2
the
mana,
museum.
he was able to dump all of it. Most of it.
Oh yeah, before I go,
There's
I'll
a
get paperwork from the Pathfinder
signal
Society
pest.
getting me free admission to the museum.
oh no, free admission to everything because we basically own the town.
You don't want much. No, we don't.
Basically, we don't. But is there a mayor in the town? Or
So you arrive at the museum, and the
Just
normally pristine
pile
ground level
everything
of the Blackrock
onto
Museum resembles a battlefield.
the-
Scorch marks and chipped tiles mar the floor, and corpses of blood.
Pile everything onto the ink moth.
Crab-like monstrosities litter the foyer.
And he
amid
gets
pools of acid and
1,
blood.
2,
Shards
3,
of glass lie
4,
scattered
5,
around an
6,
empty exhibit
7, 8.
pedestal in the
That's
main hall.
9 in the air, so that's
really
9 poison.
like
There's a guy here named.
It's gonna give him. He's gonna be a 9/9 flying infect coming at you. Do you have a way to stop
All
it?
right, let me get this straight here. You notice there's glass on the floor, and your solution to this is to put more glass on the floor.
no diamond.
Nigel Alberdane?
I know. I'm about
Dag,
I'm
yo.
ready to kiss this
Wow.
Looks like we missed a party.
And
So
also,
you were
if we
close.
keep
Elves
trying
did
to-
almost win in 2 turns, but
Nigel?
unfortunately,
Right.
unfortunately, Scooter was able to
Most
pull out
of the
that
creatures here
victory.
have been slain, but not all of the creatures.
We need to take over one, whatever. We need to catch
So we
one.
have to slay Nigel. That's what you're
Oh, let's see what we got here.
I wish.
He's probably the only one in this entire building we can handle.
Yeah.
Especially with you rolling 4s.
saying. Yeah.
And me roll 3s.
Hey, you haven't seen me in action in an attack yet.
Yes, we have. You failed. You
No, I
didn't
have
throw the
not.
box.
I've
You
not
didn't throw
attacked
the box.
anything.
Let's see here.
That will be spectacular.
2009.
You have to see me in action. All of you see me in
Okay,
attack.
listen up.
Okay.
Everybody gets virtue for roughly 3 rounds.
What does that do?
I'm glad you asked that question. It gets you a temporary hit point. You also get guidance. So for 1 minute, the next roll you take will go off at +1.
Okay. So, should I Scorching Ray or Burning Hands him?
Well, this is the point where you guys come in through the grounds and are here,
So there's only
coming
two so far?
into the. I'm missing somebody.
Oh, shoot.
Are we coming into the
No,
museum?
those are you guys. The four.
Can we say
Coming
one
into the
more for
museum
these?
area, and here's Nigel, and there are some fungus that he's still fighting.
Okay, so this dude's very bad. We don't want to kill him
Looks like
because
they're
he'll
coming
kill
out.
us before if he killed all these people, unless there's spiders and bugs standing around.
You know, perhaps we should have asked the our associate into loaning us some that device that kills fungus.
I mean,
That might have been a good idea.
we could say I could contact her.
Sugar-doo-doo-doo.
These are these crustacean things.
Well, we need to save one of them.
These are swollen, brain-like bulbs encrusted with fungal shells
Anyway,
squat
okay.
atop several ropey legs. They are some sort of fungus creature.
So
Wait,
answering
are they
your
the
question,
things I
no,
need?
we're not going to capture
You
one of them.
asked
Are the
I'm not
things?
looking to catch
you asked
one.
what my
I
Twitch
make sure
channel
that
was,
wasn't
but
something else I need to hit.
that just goes to show you that
It is something that you want to hit within a
Um,
time frame.
Well,
We need everything.
that just goes to show you that you don't read the crawl
Yeah,
at the bottom. I mean that's what the information's there for. The crawl
Unfortunately,
is
the noise
informative.
is worn off.
Oops.
needed one of those things for the dark tapestry. Dude,
Yeah,
right?
but these might be it. We don't know because are these the
Da-da.
These might be, but these you don't. Yeah. That you can capture these.
I mean, we can rebuke Jeffel. And can just like
I'm
find
not going to rebuke their death.
If we need to capture them, I'll find a way.
Their death has been ordained.
Pick it up. Then wait.
So initiative.
There we
Can
go.
Don't roll 18. Yes, I rolled a 3. Wait, no, I rolled
And refresh.
Good
There
roll,
we go.
great.
Okay.
I rolled a 9. I rolled a 3.
Now we're doing
9.
huge amounts of shuffling. I mean,
Physics.
you got plenty of time.
Kellen Boss.
18?
Let's see what we got here. We got
Aztec.
14.
I used my best roll of the night.
Of course, I have to go back and refer
First
to the
roll.
other
Use
thing
the best
to
roll. It's
see
the most useless roll.
what he can do.
Lighting a
But
fire.
I feel fine.
I've done that before. I've rolled like this. Rolled the 9 for lighting
Okay.
a firework.
Now we're getting ready for game number 2 in this match number 2 here at Titan Games in Peoria.
So I rolled my best roll to kill.
Do want to remind you all to please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's Zone 521. When we do reach 100 subs, something magical is going to happen. We will slap Ben Seidel
Is there anything special with that red blotch? in the middle
just
of the room?
as hard as
There's not.
possible.
It's supposed
Just
to
want to
be,
remind everybody, there it
this
is.
actually the
The
monastery
slap for
map, and I
subs.
think that
It's still
supposed to
going
be,
on. We
like mosaic
you know,
of some
together we can
monastic
make this
order.
dream come
Because I
true.
didn't
Ben
bring, for some
really
reason, I
wants it to
didn't bring
happen.
the actual
We all
museum
really
map,
want it
but
to happen.
it doesn't
And I think
make
together
much of a
we can
difference.
make this happen.
Yes,
So go to the YouTube channel,
one of
Zone
the
521.
funguses will go first.
Information is in the crawl below.
I'm just gonna
Subscribe.
knock these out
When we get to 100,
in case I need to drag it
Ben
on.
Seidel is getting slapped
Strength, one
as
strength.
hard as humanly
You're
possible.
not going to knock out a fungus.
Why not? We kill it anyways. I don't know if I need to get it
This
or
is
not.
your opportunity to light them on fire.
So
You don't want me to light it on fire.
I want those funguses lit on fire.
Oh yeah, why didn't you... Can I go run back to my hidey hole and contact that person?
Unfortunately, it's a little late.
A little late now.
So this one comes up here and it lets out a
Time knowledge, nature it.
oh, I'm sorry, he can't do that. That's a full round action. So he just moves up to there.
Alrighty, let's see how the captain's gonna respond to game number 2.
Yeah.
Hooah!
Like,
Oh, Captain won? I guess it wasn't 9. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've never been so happy to be wrong. Captain pulled out game 1.
So,
Captain pulled out game 1.
yeah, it just moves up to there.
And then I'll puke next round.
Physic.
I can refresh that. We do have a Volt Scourge down though, so that's going to make life entertaining. He's going to get in for 1. Because elves inherently have no way to block flyers.
I assume that this Nigel dude isn't somebody that we're gonna have to fight.
Hopefully.
No, he's an NPC who
He's
Is
there
he
for
could
the area.
theoretically help you.
He's
Oh.
named? He's named?
He's a named NPC.
Yes, yes.
Recruit him after the battle.
Can you please be on
Save me
Terrify
first.
5? Everyone dies. Start 5.
Alright, so he's 25.
Wait, why should I use fire to win? Wait, is this museum
I'm
wooden or
gonna
made out
move
of
there
stone?
and then attempt to throw a dagger at that one.
Okay.
Where'd you get the dagger?
I have a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
Daggers all over the place.
Dad, what kind of dagger is the one I picked up from the
Okay.
Buddy.
What is it? The stone axe?
It's an
Get
exotic
in.
weapon that you're not proficient with.
Gonna
No,
make
it's a
him
light
take the 2.
martial
Oh, it's a
weapon.
martial
Good
weapon?
old Nettle
Doesn't do
Sentinel.
any
Getting it
decent amount of
done.
damage. It's,
So 22
I thought it was
total
made out
on
of
the
stone.
hit.
It's like
That
Mario.
will hit.
It's a Mia. It's
Ooh.
not Mario.
Is that a Revoker?
I can tell you the range increment is 20 feet.
Let's
It's-
start.
it's a knife that's shaped like a star, and it's used for throwing. And
Is it made
one
out
of
of
the
stars?
one of the religions really likes them.
So 7 hits.
7 damage.
I'll be
Okay.
that religion.
Kellenvoss.
I'll make
Alright,
my character all
um,
about throwing knives.
Oh, it's
You
down.
could do that. There
Does
are
he move me
religions.
up? Just 20 feet.
Okay.
And let's take a. Which one did you throw a dagger at?
What is Revoker on?
There. Well, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at that one.
At the other one.
The one that's about to puke on us?
Makes sense.
I apologize. You need to make a will save.
A will save.
Yep.
Because you stepped on the thing that he told us was nothing.
No.
Because I stepped within range of the thing.
No. It's
Oh, just in general.
feet. Yeah. You're fine. So
Save the image.
it is scanning your mind and projecting a constant confusion collage of images gleaned from your surface thoughts.
And that differs from our normal activity, how?
Because it's scanning your mind and projecting those back at you in a bizarre, creepy way.
So basically,
So you can go and attack.
so
Right.
basically,
So there's
all you think of is your blade
Oh,
goes
really?
Back.
Really?
with the crossbow.
and then it'll project it back into
17,
your
and we
blade.
don't have any other boosts going on right now, right?
Correct.
So
They're
that
so
is-
Still
obnoxious.
past blade
So
probably.
obnoxious. Okay.
21 will hit.
I'm assuming I'm going last.
Is that my
right?
base attack boost on that?
There we go.
With the crossbow?
What you should
Steel
be adding
Overseer
is-
on. Steel
right
Overseer
here
on the
is
Revoker.
plus
Oh, okay.
8. That's got everything figured into it.
Oh, so that's got that figured.
12.
Using your
So-
+1 heavy crossbow.
So
Yep.
you add a
Full
plus 8 for
strength
range,
yourself.
so that would be 25.
25 will hit.
Okay.
And they'll do
And
D10.
D10 plus 1.
Does he have rapid reload?
He does.
Okay. So it makes it a move action to reload
Yeah,
his
but you're not
crossbow.
going to use it. You're going to be hitting them with your flail.
Yep.
Who says this guy?
No, these aren't golems.
You're still going to be hitting them with your flail.
Wait, magic,
Yeah,
magic,
probably-
magic.
Probably hit it with my axe.
I think that he's set up to. He's a crossbow specialist.
He's mostly crossbow.
Yes.
That is
So throw the axe at that guy. Maybe he can throw it.
range. That's a D10, not a.
I definitely can't. I probably couldn't even throw the dagger.
Alright.
Take away one strength.
You could throw the dagger.
Elves dropping
Like throw it
all the
across
mana down.
like-
Whether you can hit with the dagger, I don't know.
Ostag.
What's the proxy?
Kentucky.
5, 15,
And
20,
Kataki.
25. Who's this goober again?
That's blank 2.
That's me.
Alright, in that case I'll stand behind a bit.
We can make that better.
35.
I can protect myself.
Oh, that's right. Bless has a 50-foot range. Cast Bless.
Okay, for
Okay.
one, I don't have my things.
Everybody in my party, including Nigel, who
There's
likes to
Kataki.
including,
Okay.
get the +1 to hit. Make a note of it.
Right there.
Everybody
It
make
is
a note of it.
fungus number
Plus
2.
one hit.
Answer
Plus
the
one, I
resize.
forget what's for.
Fungus
Rotate.
number 2 will come up here.
There we go.
Click and hit, so I
And
don't forget. Hey, that rhymes.
will hit you with its bite.
Okay.
Me?
There we go.
The
Revoker, Kataki.
21.
Yeah, that'll do.
Why haven't we
Or-
had action
There's a
tonight?
signal pest.
So Nigel,
Get in.
apparently he's
1,
casting
2,
some
3,
beneficial spell on himself.
4.
So the apparently the mechanic they've put in for this guy is that you guys
took
can
8?
attempt to
Wow, no,
intimidate
5.
him or use a knowledge dungeoneering check to convince him to help you, and then he will either cast magic weapon or protection from chaos on you if you succeed at one of those
Okay,
checks using a standard action on your turn,
well, I pre-rolled.
and that's what he's there for.
Reverse himself as a 1/1, so.
You rerolled it.
No, you don't get to take it down.
Correct. You don't get to just roll now.
What do we got
But
going
now
on
it
here? Come
is-
on,
It is
Captain.
your turn now.
At pre-roll still?
Are you going to use your turn to intimidate that guy, or are you going to do something to fight the funguses?
Which one you?
Whichever one you want.
These
Yeah, fine, I can do
funguses
that.
are not immune to magic, Asher.
Did he move
I know,
that?
This is your chance
Yep,
to
he
line
moved
them
it.
up if you
Okay.
want to do some damage.
Are any of them 15 foot away?
No.
Okay.
So, move,
Because you're
move.
moving, you're way back there. You
No,
can
I'm
move
not.
up.
I'm not gonna do it.
Looks like the Revoker got killed, so
Hey,
we can get that out of there.
give me another D6. I'm gonna do ear frequency.
Here's a D6.
What? So that has a single target, correct?
A single target.
Can he pull out the second upset victory?
I think 4 to 2.
Are you sure fungi can hear?
It doesn't matter if they can hear. It's magic.
Okay, so roll your damage. What's the DC on your save?
4.
It's a level 1. So look up there for your save DC.
How goes?
I'm
Level 1.
Who'd you play?
Your DC is
15.
15.
Dirt Shadow.
So he failed
Shadow?
that. So
I'm
he's
sorry.
Dazed.
Yep.
And how much damage?
I thought the captain lost the first game, but apparently he
His
pulled it
roll
out.
is
Yes, he
5,
did.
So, he
So,
takes half again as
Jagus
much, so he'll take
mismathed.
14.
See, I thought I counted 9 as well.
vulnerable to Sonic. So apparently
He
his focus can
mismatched.
hear.
Yeah. You know,
And
He
he's
it's
needed
dazed for
either
how
a
long?
land. I think they said a land or a 0 casting cost.
I have no idea.
Okay.
You can have to look it up.
That will be back around to Fungus 1, who is
Huh?
dazed
What?
currently.
What's
So that
the
will be
message?
Phasic.
Hey.
It's my greatest quote of overhearing this year
Oh,
so
okay,
far.
Okay, okay.
That was just worst spell I have.
And watch the scroll for more information.
Okay, fair enough.
5 foot
Well,
step
1d4
here.
is worse plus 1.
But
Try to stab him with the pointy.
Captain going hardcore at it.
You just stab a sponge.
Dragus does only have one blocker at the moment, so
Around over.
Yeah.
Which meant you take it out. Oh, there's a hole. Goes back.
I'm sorry, what
sending
are you doing?
Kataki,
Stab the fungus with
sending the
before you
Yo,
get to stab
sending the
fungus, you need to
token,
make a will save.
going down, what is that, 2, 3, 4?
probably not. Is it an enchantment?
Not paying for
They
that
DC
one.
14 of, no, it is not enchantment.
Okay. Well, I only
It's
got a
mind
9.
affecting though.
I
So
only got a
you
9.
will take a -2
Just a
penalty.
moment. Just
Wait.
a moment. You never used the
Oh,
dice.
he didn't pay for the
That's
Citadel,
a 10.
so he had to sacrifice it. See that?
Still,
Good time.
you'll take -2 penalties attacking him from the distraction.
So he used
of
the Citadel
the
to pay for one of
barrage
the others
images it's projecting
to get
in
it
your mind.
up there. So it's 1, 2,
18 total.
3 more damage.
14 will hit.
What's up?
What's up?
It seems
What's
to do
up?
9
I'm
damage.
rooting real hard for Affinity in there. I have no desire to play elves.
Who wants to do more?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Don't-
but
don't-
while this
don't-
one
don't
was
root
based, it did,
with
you
your-
can tell,
with your win-loss
partially
record.
feel,
root from your heart.
Well, my heart says Death Shadow doesn't like with fucking Azure, huh?
So basically, I gave.
Well, you played Death Shadow, so you have no heart. So there goes
I
that.
have a tiny little black soul. I promise.
No. Soulless, heartless, unimaginative.
No, I was a Delver player before, so it's like, dude, I have to
Soulless, heartless, unimaginative.
bull. I'm a Delver player in Modern, alright? I was a trooper. I took those little L's like a champ, and then they're like, oh, we just printed a better card for you.
Delver and Derp Shadow, and I bet you played Tron before that.
No, never touched Tron.
That will miss.
Oh, I see.
Delver and-
See, hear that?
I'm
Delver and
sorry,
and
actually,
Shadow
because he's
has
gay,
standards.
because of metal in his AC, 13 will hit this round.
John wants you to lean into Cam.
My deck is skill intensive, I'll have you know.
No, it's not. It's Derp Shadow.
It's Derp Shadow, I know, but that's skill intensive.
There you go. You leaned into camera. Congrats.
What exactly did Derp Shadow gain to make it Derp Shadow? It isn't what you gained, it's what you lost.
Okay.
It was.
It is looking
There were other
very
more
damage.
prevalent decks apparently, and nobody thought about it
But
until they got until all those other prevalent decks got stripped of their prevalency, and it all just kind of fell into Derp Shadow.
it was the fall of Eye of Ugin and Gataxian Probe that really brought Derp Shadow to the forefront. I mean, it wasn't anything new that brought Derp Shadow up.
Derp Shadow's just a terrible
There's
card.
nothing new about it.
No.
I mean,
against
you have
his,
Collective Brutality and
unsettling
Kolaghan's Command, but those aren't new. They've been out for a long time.
Mhm.
They were
So
out
you
before
will
Derp
take
Shadow
a
came about.
-2 to your attack.
Okay.
I mean, you have Fatal Push, but it was doing just fine without Fatal Push.
Mallory says hi, not Papa Kyle.
17.
Hi, Mallory.
Are you not Papa Kyle?
I am not Papa Kyle. Papa Kyle is only Papa Kyle.
That will hit.
Hi, Mallory. That was, I don't know.
Take 3.
You
Like,
burn
what?
that fungus
It's an
to the
invisible
ground.
hand.
Wait, does burning do double damage? I want to know.
But if I move it fast enough, it...
They're vulnerable to Sonic, not it.
What was that?
Okay,
Now it's the other fungus's turn.
What?
So this fungus will use his full round action to use his Star Shriek ability. Everybody will want to make a will save.
Come again?
Oh, will fit. Never mind.
Will.
That, okay, I am assuming it's 6.
Fair enough.
I never
I'm
do.
assuming a 6 will save me from anything.
He's in the
No.
tank. Over.
Oh.
16.
So anybody who rolls
If it were any
15
creature
or-
but the
or
Vault
makes a
Scourge,
15
Dragus
or
might be
higher
in trouble
save
right
is
here.
fine. Everybody
And
else
Elves, scoop it up. We're gonna get a
is
game 3. Wow.
nauseated.
That kinda
for 2
sucked.
rounds.
Dang it, I'm
do you
like
want,
60
John?
feet away. What does that do?
Yo.
Asher, you are out of range of it. Actually.
Yes.
I know I'm not Papa
No,
Kyle.
I will save for nothing. I wasted a bad roll.
Kataki out.
It's like, yeah,
No,
will save like 6.
I definitely am not Papa
I
Kyle.
think this is the.
You heard it here first.
more
Danzy is not Papa Kyle.
bad
Papa
level
Kyle.
of-
Fair enough.
Papa
so,
Kyle sounds like a voodoo
you're
master
basically-
who rivaled with the Ultimate Warrior.
You take a single move action per round for the next 2 rounds, and
Fair
nothing
enough.
else, because you're retching.
Did you inform her that we
But you
cannot see
failed
her?
that.
Did anybody feel that?
I failed
No,
that.
I feel
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
So blank
I mean, she is
2,
your
that's
kid,
your
so.
turn.
Didn't say I'm not here. Okay, that one's
You
good.
were out of range. It was 30 feet of him.
I'm in the ear piercing screen, that one with my eye.
1 and 1.
You've got
Okay.
Bob.
Did you watch round 1?
Hi.
He has made his save.
I tore it up round 1 on camera.
Yeah.
15.
Kick that Karn's buttocks.
Yep, he got air rolled a
Karn.
20.
Karntron went down hard.
Karn
So,
came out
yeah,
just to
so
say
half the
hi
damage.
and bye.
Karn came out, he's like,
So
hello,
he'll
and
take
then he's
half
like,
again
yeah,
as
bye.
much, so he'll end up taking, if he
No,
did,
it's the save for the days, not for the.
it's and half damage. I looked it up. So it's 6,
Well,
buddy.
you enjoy watching.
So he
I'm
takes
gonna get
half,
back
so
to
3,
hanging
but
on
half
Bob.
again as much, so 5.
You know, the cool kids.
Okay, have fun with that.
But he is not dazed. And that brings us around to Fezzik.
Puking.
Kalenbos.
I'm puking.
You're
They're
puking,
running
so you
to
guys have one
McDonald's,
more round of
apparently.
puking.
Oh,
Oddspot.
cool. Mickey D, not
Like
sponsored.
3 minutes.
10, 15.
Hell no.
I'm going
Yeah.
to
Favorite
call
quote.
for a bolt of
It
fire.
was like,
Someone pat you on the back, you're like,
I wish I could, but you can't. He doesn't have a name.
pats back.
You don't have a name?
Doesn't have a name. Can't
Am I
talk to
still
him, ain't got a
to
name.
hit him?
Yes.
He's there. We fully
Same
know about
13 I
it.
rolled before.
He doesn't have a name, we can't talk
No,
to him.
hit.
I mean, if this were D&D,
Touch AC is not
You can talk to
impressive.
him.
you could talk to him, and I'd be allowed to make up a story.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But, no,
Okay.
no. We can't have any of
His
that.
turn.
I guess everybody does get more life. That is the
Well,
benefits of starting another game.
Scooter gets less life.
Scooter does get less life. I wish I could start him lower.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly do. I wish I could start him at like 4.
Yeah.
He'd still win a lot of the times,
Yeah,
but
you'd still probably pull it out.
24.
You avoid being dazed
I think I'm
for
thirsty.
4 rounds.
Should go buy a tasty beverage.
they do have a lot of tasty beverages. I
That brings
recommend
up
the
blank two.
orange cream.
So I'm in,
Ooh. That does sound delicious.
Physic,
Oh, me too.
Puking again.
Kalenbos,
And you're
What is
like,
that,
fine.
blueberry?
Oh,
Astok.
stop.
But we're done with that.
He's got blueberry up there too. Good lord.
I step into the doorway. Call for another bolt of fire.
Okay.
Me and my invisible
Oh,
water.
He ran to you. He ran to you.
Invisible.
That's a natural 3. I'm confident I missed.
Okay.
Well, I suppose I can calculate, but I'm not going to
You guys can't remove your own death.
Let's see.
Not the natural 3. I don't think we have to worry about him dying.
If I had to count up how many
4,
natural
5,
3s
6,
have been
7.
rolled over the weeks,
Plus
there's a
minus
ton of
2
them.
is
No,
6.
there'd be more
That
than
will
that,
miss
and
his
there's been
touch
24
10.
this whole, this whole
Every
started
normal
this
damage
game.
you hit.
Whenever this was released in like the 1920s,
And
whatever.
sure, you're being touched.
Up on you.
I'm being touched.
Touch 7. That will miss.
Okay.
And that brings up blank 2.
Now the captain gets to go
Now,
first.
Okay,
Let's see how he's gonna just thrash
You may wish to make a
Scooter and his
step away.
sad, pathetic robots.
And I'll do 2 damage.
2 damage.
I decided to do a force missile, and I rolled very bad and dropped the dice basically.
No.
Well, that's enough to counteract the what he's healed this last turn. Phasic.
Yay! It did something. I should
You-
have used like cone of fire or
You
something.
mitigated his healing. Good job, buddy.
But he's just gonna heal that.
Better than nothing.
What?
Way to go.
He'll just heal that.
No, you stopped him from healing it back.
No. He already healed. Then I did more damage.
Right. You mitigated his healing.
So I just stopped
Wait,
it.
where were you at?
But he'll more back next time.
5, 15, 20.
Well, you just gotta stifle that ability.
30.
Don't let him.
There's no way I can.
By
Yeah.
doing like 20
No, you
damage.
can.
Yeah.
He's in a straight line. You can charge.
And it's
wait,
Mr.
I have
Vault
more than
Scourge.
flanking?
We all love Mr. Vault Scourge.
Does he get
It will.
flanking? Does he get flanking?
What?
No, because you're not threatening him.
I'll talk for step forwards
Am I still subject to the -2 attack?
next time.
Arc Druid,
Yes.
after Mystic Elf,
Well, I'll try
Elvish
to
Mystic.
counteract that, right?
Yes, it will.
All right. 15.
15 hits.
It does.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, the Arc Druid met with a Galvanic Blast.
Precision die rolling. I like it.
That's unfortunate on so many levels.
So 7 damage.
You have destroyed the second fungus.
At least I did damage to both. I did damage to both.
Tappy tappy tap.
2 damage, not
Springleaf
bad.
Drum. Another Vault Scourge not paid.
Anybody injured?
I'm still down 3
I'm
HP.
scratched. I got 2.
Wait, has it been a day?
He took
No.
4 from
Dang it, I want my
something.
mage armor back.
Your mage armor is still up. It has been
Oh, he
an
gained a
hour,
lot.
maybe.
I don't
No, that's an
think
These
18.
combats take like
19
less
damage.
than
He's
a
at
minute.
16. What's he at
Or the
16
rest of their
for?
life, whichever comes first.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, he cast another Vault Scourge without without attacking. Okay.
He quickly recounts what happened in the room and implores you to go downstairs.
Calling
to check to
elves,
see
I'm
if
assuming.
Inirizati is safe. So,
And the Vizier of
basically,
Remedies.
He
What does
explains.
Inirizati look like?
Captain's going for some infinite green manias.
Inirizati, Black Rose.
Just say that we'll know him if we see him. And
Oh,
that's good enough.
she looks like this.
What about Blueberry?
I didn't want
Black Lady.
Dragus is out there crying because he has one land, but he has Springleaf Drum,
Yeah, I'm
Mox
double
Opal.
faced.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah,
I-
oh
He
no.
explains that
And
while
2
they
Volt
were-
Scourges on table.
He has cranial plating in hand, unless that's
and
what
they
went.
put the
there.
Yeah, that's
beacon in
on
the
that,
display
so-
And then he has-
downstairs.
I guess that's not. Oh yeah, the Volt Scourge is
Uh,
up here. So.
2 etched champions
Inirizati
and something
came
else in his
Oh,
hand. I'm like, what are you crying about?
Has been
What are you
having
crying about,
One,
kid?
2, 3,
and
4,
bizarre
5,
dreams.
6.
And they
1, 2, 3, 4,
were
5,
thinking about
6.
this when a disformed
Thank you,
human
Necro
began
Bargain.
carrying a
Astute
lumpy
as
sack,
always.
barged
I just
in
did.
on
I
the
expected him to have
conversation.
attacked with
This
the other
man
one, so
telekinetically
I was
threw
wondering
the
why
sack
he had
across
lost
the
more
room,
life. But I've got it figured
and
out.
before they realized what happened, it shattered a display case and scattered the contents.
That's not
And
good.
this triggered a reaction
But
from the beacon.
It doesn't look too
caused
good
a
for the
bunch
captain
of
at this point.
monsters to be conjured into
Or no, that's the devoted druid. So
Slayed
he's
some
gonna
of
have
these,
infinite
and then followed
green
them
manners
downstairs.
It could.
if he can live this turn.
It could
And
be
that's
over
basically
next
where
turn.
he
Yeah.
came in. She had followed them
It could be open.
downstairs,
It could be over
and
this. Yeah, his next turn.
imploring you to
6.
He just
follow
has to live this attack.
If he killed this
He has
many
what?
people,
5,
I'd
6,
drag him down with me.
7.
I'm double faced.
And
it's like,
another
oh, no,
one.
How
I'm-
strong are you?
Get him.
I tried
So,
to
It's
One-
not lethal.
Quit
I-
bothering.
I'm
1,
out of
2,
spells,
3,
so
4,
I can't
5,
really
6,
be of
7,
much help.
8,
But I will run to the Grand Lodge and ask them to send reinforcements
Oh, I
if
tied my
9.
back to me.
they can.
Wait, can I recruit him for
Did I see that? 9.
We don't have
Yeah.
time.
1,
gotta
2,
go
3, 4,
downstairs.
5, 6, 7, 8,
What happened
9.
roll to do that?
Where's the stairs?
A nauseating yellow light emanates from.
I still need to set up.
Cord of College.
There's the cord.
Game's over.
That's game, yo. Cord for Azuri. Azuri down. One Mystic Elf will trample you to death.
Hell yeah. Trample for a bazillion.
Yeah. And there it is. He's
Bye-bye,
tapped out.
Mr.
He has
Dragus.
no manas. He wasted that galvanic blast, taking out the Archdruid.
So our top 2 will be the captain and Nick on Derp Shadow.
So you guys get downstairs.
As much as I would love to see Derp Shadow lose, I really want to see that
Meldeck,
that thing in the mill,
thing in the
I
mill.
hate it.
thing in the mill, thing in the thing in the fog.
Okay.
That's it. I mean,
I don't want to play against that.
You
there,
guys get down
there's
here
the
to this,
GGs.
and the door is.
Good job, Captain.
You know what I should
Captain
say?
beat
I
Dragist,
should have said-
and there was much rejoicing throughout the land.
I can try.
I should have said to that man that went to
Thank
the,
you, land.
Grand Lodge, tell that, whatever her name is, to bring that staff.
If you
to
missed it
Grand Lodge.
earlier,
I should have said
yeah,
that.
poor Dragist. Poor
Yeah,
Dragist.
buddy.
Am I
Try.
shouting?
We got more Oofies.
Yes.
More
you're-
Oofies showed up at the
You're
preserve.
running.
Those are
running,
flying
running.
Oofies.
They are flying
Try
Oofies.
to
Look at them frolic.
focus and talk on things
Frolic,
that matter.
frolic in the plains. Frolic in the snowy
The
plains.
door is.
They are from Ice Age.
So it will require strength in order to.
Go ahead.
I love you, Bob.
That's all I can do.
Take a swing at the door from
I
balance.
cut you so much.
I cut you too, Danzy.
one
Oh, and it
second,
looks
let
like my
me
counter stopped at
grab
11:06.
the stats
I don't know how long it's been
on
frozen
that.
there. I just reset that thing. Oh my god, I
We're
hate this
actually
clock so
going
much.
to need
I'm gonna have to find an external clock timer and use that one. It's not working.
We
No,
had
no.
to do like that.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't think I want to go up against Thing in the Mill.
I kind of want to see you go up against Thing in the Mill because I'm gonna see Thing in the Mill.
It's gonna be so hard to beat that deck.
What are you talking about? You zoo down, he's gonna fog you a couple times and then return everything with zoo. Just get your horrors down.
Rounds, we'll say, from
and
up
you'll be
there to
fine.
down here. So
I need to just
You
get out there and get going right away.
You need to. I want to see somebody like make a huge thing in the ice deck
I wrote
around arcane adaptation, calling horrors.
I wasted it too.
So your thing when it flips doesn't bounce any of your other any of your other creatures.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fun. Make it a big back end wall blocking deck and
I mean, I do
arcane
have
adaptation to horrors and
spells and all that.
you'll be fine. If not, then we'll see an awesome spicy rogue deck. Just beat the living tar out of its opponent on cam.
Specialist, so he has high
And if you happen to be that opponent, well, you already won one. So don't be greedy.
I know. I'm not greedy at all.
Thing in the mill.
I'd possibly take a crap hand to it just to see it work.
Alright. I'm going to step out for 2 seconds. Possibly 3. Just so everybody knows, this is my favorite quote of the year so far. And I think it deserves some quotation marks. Bam. Bam. Alright.
Can we see
Is
through
it
the door? Or is
Vince
it
gonna
just
be
cannot
slapped?
see through
Huh?
the door.
Is it Vin's gonna be slapped?
Min's
We
gonna
probably
be
don't know
slapped.
what's on the other side of
Is
the
that
door.
close?
No, it's not that quote.
Is there a lot of screaming and
Is that
thumps
close?
going on the other side of the door?
It is now.
Or is it eerily quiet?
Ben is going to be slapped. It's going to be fun. It's going to be
There's
awesome.
a lot of thumping club music coming from the other side.
He'll be like, okay, now we're gonna get
Oofies. Titan Games.
So many free
Care of the Oofy Preserve, 4450 North.
Sounds like
Prospect
there's a party on the other
Road.
side of the door.
Sweet Charlie 6. Peoria Heights, Illinois,
It's not a party we're gonna like.
61616. Send them in. We need your Ice Age Oofies. They need loving homes. And I have one just waiting for them. Be right back.
Like a fun guy.
Are these cards that are not made anymore from the Magic?
Looks like you just finished a long walk through the ugly forest.
Okay, I'm assuming these are the guys I need to take. I'm guessing.
You mean she fell out of the ugly tree? Or, yeah, the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down?
Yeah, are these people I need to take down?
We're not in the room yet. We can't.
And you can't actually see anything
We got
that's
a big,
happening in there
solid
yet.
door in front of us.
We have the person I
Okay,
do I need to burn the door?
Physic.
Initiative roll.
8.
Kellenbos.
6.
Astag.
15.
Blank 2.
11.
11.
I blinked out. Or I should say I blinked 2 down.
Okay. Astag, you'll be the first person you can see do anything.
Okay. But I see nothing going on.
No, the door is barred, so you can't tell. There's some like
Can I take
yellowy mist coming beneath there, and you
Oh,
can
jeez.
tell there was
Somebody down to
combat
HP still?
inside.
You could do Guardians.
Can I attempt to lift the bar?
Yes, you can make a strength check, or
Yeah,
you
why
can
not?
assist on a strength check.
I
The
believe.
bar on the other side of the door?
No, the bar. Yeah, you're right. The bar is on the other side, so it'll take a strength check to burst. So you can either attempt a strength check or assist on a strength.
Or something
I will
else.
assist on a strength check. I fail to assist. Next.
Blank 2.
Roll a dice.
You
I
got
will
anything?
try. Do I still get a +3?
No.
Okay, no.
And you, Asher, you are not going to be able to make the
Assist?
check.
Assist? If I roll a straight 20, will be able to
You can
assist.
attempt to
You
assist.
can assist, yes.
Roll a die.
I roll a 17, will that assist?
That will assist.
Okay.
That would not make the hit, right? Just make sure. 17 to assist.
Okay. Physic.
Well, that's true. That was my standard action. For a move action, can I cast guidance on somebody's straw?
Move or casting guidance is a standard action.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and try to assist on it as well.
Okay.
Probably not.
No.
What's your adjusted strength roll?
4.
Kellenbos.
Alright, and I just need to take a swing at it.
Yes.
No, you hit
Right,
it.
I just hit it.
You hit with your shoulder.
Oh, I hit
Right.
it with the shoulder.
Try to
You're
break down
attempting
the
a
door.
strength check to break it down.
And I'm a 16 with 17. I don't know if that's plus 17.
It's
or plus
just
17.
your
just your
strength, so D20 plus 2 more for the one that assisted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know, is that helpful?
That would be a 15.
Plus 2. Right?
Yeah, 15 is not successful.
Can we all just barge it at the same time?
Brings us around
You
to
just did.
Asta.
Two of us did.
Alright,
You guys failed.
for my standard action, I'm going to cast guidance on you.
Right.
And for my move action, I'm going to try and assist on the door. By hitting the door.
Oh, so you could, when you hit it, you felt the timbers give way under the stress, and you feel it might be easier on your next attempt.
So now it's easier to break.
Yeah, take +2 and take +2 from me plus the guidance. Next.
Why can't we have barbarian?
Blank 2.
I rolled 17.
Sad news.
2.
Sad news.
Also, how many verses?
Ugh.
Well, that
We
would
had
be
to go like
Thing in the mill.
That will assist.
We had a door that was unbreakable.
Huh?
Alright.
We had a door that was unbreakable. And we
Now
didn't
I
That's
get it.
cool.
Plus 2.
Not this door. In different game though.
Nick.
12.
Reroll that. That's
Reroll.
my reroll from my
Jake.
thing.
Gift.
It's on the 4.
Can we put the door off?
4, 5, 6,
Dirt.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Shadow.
11,
And
16. But you hear the timbers creak again.
Wait, you
And
guys.
the DC will be down to 15.
unfortunately, mill or thing in the mill,
Take one.
mill
side.
shadow or mill in the ice,
And
whatever you want to
place
call
this
it.
one, you get 2 more.
He dropped.
Okay.
I couldn't get that awesome spiciness on camera.
Okay.
So now we're stuck watching Derp Shadow.
Plus 2 for you.
I feel sad.
I got a total of
Sad deep in my soul.
Okay.
This time they're +5.
Get those victories out of here. There are no poison counters to be had.
Okay, you break the door open.
We're going to refresh this for some reason. It ain't going to work.
I told you that door was going to kick our butt.
Let's get elves out of the
We
way.
got to beat the door.
And it wasted 18 and 2 17s. And
So you've heard of the War of the Roses? This is the War of the Pansies.
I shoulder the door in and ride it to the floor.
no.
Uh,
This is
So,
not a wrestling match, just knock it down.
a nauseating yellow light emanates from a
Democrat
glass sphere
colonization.
levitating 10 feet above a distant stairway, which leads up to a large
Seen this
copper
episode
door,
before.
etched with geometric patterns and
Wait, this
sigils.
is called the copper
Dense
beam.
yellow smoke billows from the beacon's aura, flowing
Where's
down the
my-
stairs like gaseous water. The sour light casts eerie shadows from the giant taxidermy exhibits.
Yep.
Those are all. This one's a snake, and that's an elephant, or different things.
I have a
I did a
question.
very bad job.
What is gaseous water?
That's the beacon.
I thought that was called fog or mist.
The mist. It's what? Modest mist.
No, it's
Even
gaseous
before that,
water.
the story seems similar.
Monolithic
Sinister.
stones spew forth gaseous water.
So, Innisrati Blackrust is over here, unconscious,
Oh,
I've seen what you had.
but apparently stable at negative hit points.
Death Shadow comes over
That's what I like to
here.
hear.
And the
Yeah.
aforementioned deformed Garundi guy is that guy standing over there on the slide. And these other 3 things, look.
So wanted
So
thing
he
in
looks
the
like
eyes.
this.
I like thing decks. Thing decks are good.
Deformed, mutated,
There's
There's
a lot of stuff happening and-
this.
Wow.
Much different from what they look like there. Okay, but
Yeah, that looks scarier than those two.
okay, are any,
Let's see
are
here,
any of these
so
things are we
we've
even
got a
gonna catch?
good-
Are any of these things I need to catch?
Where's my
Yeah, you think
junk?
that these things would be natives of the Dark Tapestry, buddy, but it's not your turn. It is actually Fizilka's turn.
But that is physics.
And so...
There we go.
Back in the
Probably
turn.
it's that.
The guy on the ground, or the creature.
Oh, the
that guy over there.
Oh. So is
Get
that
the
the
junkyard
deformed
out and running.
Yes,
Through the
that is
bag?
the deformed guy.
Okay.
Oh, make sure I'm using the right set.
So let's refresh
Not
that.
the level 8 version.
No, we don't want the level 8 version.
Who wants level 1?
Alright. 19 to 12. Now that I'm set up, I can actually start paying attention to the match going on. That's a Derp Shadow. It's a mighty 1-1. Nobody can take that thing down. Except for maybe that Grim Flare.
Oh, jeez. Alright. So you're actually the one who would be standing in front of the door. You're the one who burst in.
Did I just like push him?
He's a mighty 4-4.
No, you
wedged
can't
in.
push him.
You're wedged in
Why
right up
don't I
against
assist
shoulder
him then?
blades. Wet lodged in the doorway.
Wait.
You will take 4, 5, 6, 7 damage from magic missiles.
I do?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a little harder to
Finally,
kill
it's open.
than...
And
You know, I don't
then
understand that.
it will be
I
one
honestly
Yoth's
can't understand that.
turn.
Goyf isn't played
No, it's just
because
like
Fatal
one
Push
thing
is a
to go,
thing.
and they spawn too many minions.
How is Death Shadow still played? If Goyf is unplayable because of Fatal Push, how can Death Shadow be playable? I don't get it. I do not get it. If oh yeah. Oh, Nick assured me that his Death Shadow is super fringe because he claims 3 cards off the net deck. So there could be anything in there.
AC 22.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that-
it was either this
That actually
matchup,
threaten a critical.
see Dragus
but
play
will not
again,
confirm.
or watch something that we just got done seeing.
So
So
you
I
will take,
kind of went with the variety.
2 damage. and
That
4
and
non-lethal
Nick
damage.
really lobbied hard to get his
You
Derp Shadow
feel
into the game.
A
So
violent psychic shock.
it is what it is.
You
I'm
hit
sorry.
with this weapon. And you will need to make a
He gets in
will
for 4
save.
though. We got Tassiper, the Golden Fang. I'm guessing that was a Lingering Souls.
13 is the
And an
DC,
opt
so you're
to the bottom.
Ostag.
He didn't like it.
How far can I go on a dead run?
Run in a absolute straight line with nothing in the way. You could go times 4.
Okay. Let's see. Going through the door, how many turns am I going to need? Is this block me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to need to make 1 turn and then another turn. How far can I go?
Here.
Well, you can move through Finland Square.
Coming at you. Come on, Abzan. I know you've got it in you.
I don't want to go that far.
Grim Flayer's waiting. So, chump block
Which is
and
65.
derp.
Which is further
Block
than you can go
Tassiger,
on
take
just a
derp.
double move.
That doesn't
Okay.
seem right.
In that case, we'll
You should
settle
go
for
the
this.
other way
Okay.
Gotta try to look at
because
it
he
for a
can't make Tassiger bigger on the spot.
second. Go ahead.
But
I'm done.
that's just what I would do, and I'm bad at this game.
Figured out what's going to happen
He
there.
was right next to you. AC 9.
Dust it off.
Blank 2.
Come on. Path. Path of Get It, or
behind that.
Wrath of Exile. You've almost got
You
4
can move
mana to
6
Wrath
and
of
still
Exile.
cast a spell. Is that what you want to do?
Flashback the Lingering Souls.
You're kind of behind.
That's gonna get remanded. Or you're opting.
What do you mean defend?
Guess that's a thing you can do too.
You
You
don't
didn't
have
want
any
that. That's going to the
defending abilities.
bottom.
It's called killing other things that come towards me.
You can move 6 spots and then cast a spell to deal damage.
And he gets
to that
2
guy.
more chumps.
confirm? Wait, no, did I?
Well, what
7 plus 4. Will that confirm crit? 7 plus 4?
It will not.
Wait, did you pass Bless? No.
Nope.
Yes,
So yes,
yes,
Bless
Bless
is still
is
up.
okay.
12 still does not. Its touch is 14.
And we're fetching
Good try though.
probably for
Regular
basic.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And we're snapping
1d3
the
plus
opt.
How
1
much?
divided by 3 plus 2. So that would be 3?
Gotta be 3.
And we're opting
3 damage.
not for
Okay.
that.
Hopefully these guys have low health and not high health.
And
Buddy, you hit him and you find out these guys
Snap
are immune
block.
to cold.
Kill Grimflayer.
And I'm assuming they're immune to cold, but they're not immune to fire.
Could be.
And which means I'm definitely going to use Brain Hands on them if you go away.
Yeah, that is true because they usually run
Yeah, they can fly.
what?
They have wings.
Cathartic or no, that I'm thinking of Drudge. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I didn't think they used opt. I thought they did more just straight out counters instead of opt.
So he flies up to here, and Asher.
But
you will
Grimflayer
want
did
to
die.
make a will save.
I think I make that will save.
Oh, why wouldn't he be able to take
Okay,
out
you
the?
shark off his psychic attack at you.
No, it's
Physics.
messing with my mind. I'm too smart for that, for some reason.
Get behind him and backstab him.
I'm thinking about that, but
I know,
I don't know.
I know. It's almost still a terrible deck.
Go the other way.
I mean, just because it's deviant doesn't mean it's good.
Well,
It's still derp. It's still retarded. That's a bad word. It's still dumb as hell.
But he's got to come in through the door. Yeah. And then if he goes
Jake
behind
relying
you,
heavily on those Grimflayers to keep him alive.
You have to open those. So I guess. I just. If I want to, these guys have this.
6 and I see 9.
as close to flanking as you can get.
So 2 got through.
Next round you will be able to, hopefully.
Next round he could.
Yes, good chance we'll be taking 5-foot steps in short order.
So that's a total of 23. I assume that hits.
23
It doesn't,
will
we're in
hit.
real trouble.
Well, no, I know, because I hit him with a,
7 damage.
7
well,
damage.
that was not funny, never mind.
You've done 7 damage to that one.
Yay.
I did
What are we rating, folks?
I just did 24. And
Killing Bus.
Alright, step.
Other way, other way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Know if he has delirium or not.
Couldn't hit him.
And let's.
Plus 2 for my tail, I think. That's.
I'm actually at a. I'm not too close to be able to shoot him. Am I? Crossbow.
You can shoot him. It would provoke an attack of opportunity. to
Yeah,
shoot
no,
him.
I'm just gonna swing my axe.
Oh, no, swing the flail.
Yeah. Those are definitely spirits. Yeah, they're 1/1 spirits. He cast and flashed back lingering souls, but they're reading about something in the graveyard, and I don't know if they're talking about Grimflayer or not. Here comes Derp, gonna get chumped by a spirit.
12, 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah. I knew that those cards were
Miss.
tokens. I just don't know what the holdup was, or what the question about Grimflayer was.
So
He didn't have delirium
Killing
at
Bus,
any
you
time.
will take
And I don't know what's going on here.
6 damage from magic missiles.
Casting Tarmogoyf.
That brings
And
up that
Bob.
first
I'm
Rioth
assuming
that
that's
is next to
Bob.
you.
Looks like a Bob.
AC 13.
I got 17. I'm good.
And he will attempt to bite you for AC 5.
I'm going to take 1 from a token.
So that brings up Ostog.
Okay.
How big is Goyf?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Rebuke death.
I think Rebuke Death is a full round action. I'm going to check and make sure.
I think it's standard.
Okay, standard. Got it.
No.
Now,
Thank you.
If the opponent gets to the type of
Goif is a 4/5.
Take it.
AC 16.
No, I'm 17. That's a 4. Recover 6 points. That was
6
your
points.
death.
She is at +1 now.
Okay.
You mean one health, 1 HP.
Yep.
You don't have
Okay.
to cost.
Well, she was at negative.
Now, listen up, you bozos. Those of you who want to be healed, get within 30 feet of me.
What if we don't want to be healed?
Then don't get within 30 feet of me.
Because I'm pretty sure I have if I had my healing sheet, I could double check, but I'm pretty sure I have a healing potion because I bought it.
We're a little bit.
So that actually brings up her turn right away. And it tells me that she will assist for
Okay.
1 round before digging for her potion to continue curing herself. And it looks like
Why do we have to roll to make her do stuff?
Otherwise she was unconscious.
after this single action where she's helping you for freezies, it will be a diplomacy or knowledge arcana check to convince her.
Oh, but he's dead. It doesn't matter.
She's gonna help us once for free.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep that there.
She's pointing large person on Ostock.
Yeah, I mean that's what I wonder. It's like if Goif is unplayable because of push, why is Derp Shadow still playable?
You go with the size large, you get +2 to.
I don't get it.
Or
I do not understand that. I mean, if one creature is deemed unplayable because of a card that kills this other really big stupid card, why is that one playable and the other's not? Do not understand one bit. He's gonna let Bob kill the Snappy, then he's gonna take
Asher,
4 down to 1.
AC 6. Blank 2, that's your turn now.
And he's going to be Inquisitioned.
5 damage, there goes my point.
5 damage to the one that's right in front of you.
Yeah, 5 damage to the one that's right in front of me.
And it looks like nothing is going to save him on this one. So there's the scoop. Nick pulls out the victory.
Asher, AC 12.
And
Take
we
your
move
5
on to game 2.
Back 7.
You're now
That was unfortunate. Yeah, second hit point it got pushed. I don't understand that. Do not understand that. Maybe it's because I don't know. Derp Shadow is so prevalent.
Okay.
That you can't tell me that push doesn't affect Shadow, but yet it doesn't.
14.
Did you take your +1 for the blast?
Yes.
Did you took the +2 for the
Let's
blast?
go with that.
Wield it.
Refresh.
All right.
Their AC is
Okay.
What's your back?
Goif starts out as an 0-1. Everybody's life total goes to 20.
Nice piece of die rolling.
So 21 damage.
That's a natural 3.
Bye-bye.
I knew there was a reason I wanted a rogue in the party.
That's the way to roll.
That was good.
I mean, do you have like 50 bad rolls and then you got 1 great roll?
Well, yeah, the 3 was a very nearly nothing here, so.
In this case, I forgive you for rolling a 3.
Come on, mid-range. You've got this, Abzani. You're not junk in my heart.
Right on.
In this game.
Let's see. You could also throw one.
Did they give you a whole half of the?
As a minor action.
Yeah, but can I...
Flip it over and write on it. That's fine.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Kellenboss, that's your turn.
That's me. All right, I'm going to take a crossbow shot at the one that's threatening him there.
So
Looks like he
you
wants to put
drop
in
your axe and draw your crossbow.
6.
Okay.
Respectable sideboard. I guess you come prepared for
I
Shadow.
take a penalty for that because I have precise shot,
Okay.
and I get a +1.
I'm guessing he's bringing in his damnations
Weapons that ranges up to 30 feet,
and
in that.
a lot of other things.
Blast.
That's a lot. Maybe rest in peace. Maybe
Bless you.
I see you there.
Plus 8, 16.
I mean, it's hard telling what he's gonna be bringing in, but I don't know.
Hit.
We're gonna find out together.
D10.
Uh,
2, 3 damage. No, 4 damage.
do you want all of them?
Okay.
You still got 3 left, huh?
What time is
So that's that guy's turn again.
I guess you
And
can
that guy
abrupt
is going
decay
to blast you with a
shadows.
magic missile again.
You can do a lot to kill a
5, 6,
shadow.
7, 8 damage.
They're not hard to get rid of.
Brings up
Oh.
1, which is this one.
I hate this
Fly
deck
around
so
to
much.
here.
You have no idea how much I hate this deck.
Does not hit
It,
fly
Tron,
like that.
and Infect, Storm, Affinity, they're all bottom feeding.
C12.
Terrible.
Ostog.
It was like, really?
Okay. I inform
Really?
our new
I mean,
alliance.
how?
Once you get here,
How?
you Follow me.
But I guess this is how it goes in the Wild Wild West.
No, it's not your turn.
I will tell you when it is your turn, Asher.
I keep on forgetting because I'm not really listening right
Do
now.
I get any extra movement when I'm enlarged?
Don't know.
I think he gets like.
Is it his turn yet? Don't worry, buddy. I got your back.
Don't encourage him.
If he casts Cat's Grace, can he go first?
I don't even know what that spell does.
It increases your agility. Yeah, it would increase your initiative. So yeah.
I mean, I rolled like a 1.
Well, that's
I rolled 11, I think.
that's almost a
Reach
20.
increases by 10 feet,
By 19, it would be.
Yeah.
Increase it by 19.
but your speed does not.
Okay.
But your reach does increase by 10 feet.
Am I big enough that I can step through this barrier?
It's not exactly a barrier.
What about
it's like
that
a
ad
slab.
nauseam?
Yeah, you could step over it without.
That's a gentleman's combo deck. Actually, ad nauseum. I don't.
5, 15,
Wait, is there someone watching?
Huh?
Is someone watching?
Yeah.
30.
Ad nauseum is
Because last
I
time I was
will,
on, there was no one watching but me.
Well, I mean, just because you're the only one in chat doesn't mean there's not people watching.
No, I mean, I
Trigger
checked for
attack
people
of
watching,
opportunity.
but I might.
Hey, I think it's your
And I can
turn.
exclude
But ad nauseum,
2.
All right.
it's it really is a gentleman's combo deck.
I might need
Everybody
refresh.
was
I had a lot of
everybody.
negative feelings about ad nauseum, but some of my best matches came against
I
ad
would like
nauseum.
to have gotten the
It's one of
entrance
those
involved, but it didn't
combos
work.
that's almost fair.
Okay,
It's super strong. It's super powerful.
Never picked
It's
up.
You take
super
up all 4 of those squares.
niche ham
Doesn't actually
fisty.
tell me what her hit points
but
are at this point. But
It's interactable. You can
apparently
do
drinks a
things to
potion
stop an ad
now,
nauseum deck.
and that brings
You
up
can do
the
things
Griot
to,
that is dead,
I
which-
dare say, interact more with an ad nauseum deck. I don't have a problem with it's
Griot that's dead
Storm
is that one.
that's
That's
dumb.
the one that is
If I had the
flanking
choice of playing
Asher.
against ad nauseum and Storm, I would pick ad nauseum in a heartbeat because I know that's going to be an interesting game.
You're allowed to roll 3.
Whether I lose
I rolled
outright,
4. I can't hit my son for anything,
you can see the
apparently.
pieces.
yeah, you don't,
Beat
working.
my son.
You don't want to
Blank 2, that's your turn.
you don't
Storm,
kill his son, do you?
it's just like, and I win.
I mean, they
It's like-
can't hit me, so.
Okay, good game. I don't see how that happened, but good game.
3 damage.
That looks like a
You
land.
choose. Which one do you want to dice in?
Okay.
Yep,
And now
okay, he
that's the other
fetched.
one that's flanking you.
So Goif is now a 1.
Physic.
Ew.
He's a beast over there.
I'm just like, you trying to wipe this off me?
So I'm gonna 5-foot step
No, I'm just
here.
sitting here, just not hitting me.
That should be a
That
flank
would
with me.
flank with him because he's large, right?
Correct.
And I'll show
That's another
I
fetch.
realized I could just try to hit my staff, but
Inquisition, so he's going up by at least one more.
Critical threat.
Okay. So
Inquisition into sorcery, pulling out.
So
he rolled a 6. Or is that 9?
Can't get those lands.
9.
that'd be a 17.
17 will.
I mean, you got the push. You got your own Inquisition there. You're gonna gonna go with the K command, so Goif goes up by 2 more.
That
You
works.
obliterated. Kellen Voss.
All right. Curious. How tall is this stuff blocking me from his view? And he shouldn't magic missile at me.
And he is
He just has to see you and it hits.
And how tall is
fetch shocking,
He can see. He can
as
Tall enough.
Shadow is like to
dwarf
do.
hide behind it?
Yes. If you
Just
actually
because
hit
I
behind
respect
Okay.
Ad Nauseam
I'm alright.
and
I'll
would
take the
rather
crossbow.
play it
Try
over
it.
some other decks,
I disagree.
doesn't mean I want to play against
You're the
Ad
one
Nauseam.
that's damaging you.
Over there?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a
There's another Inquisition,
Crossbow has a
and you're going to want to take
Crossbow-
the
crossbow
only card you
range
can, which
basically
is
from here
the
to there.
one of the copy of the Abrupt Decays.
Don't you
Crossbows
realize?
have
So
potential.
instant and sorcery.
100, I think.
Shadow does not, or Goif does not get any bigger because it's still land, sorcery, instant,
25.
24.
cracking.
The heavy crossbow
His
is
fetch.
120 feet base range. No problem.
Why do you even have Ad Nauseam? When did you put Ad Nauseam together?
Talking about.
I mean,
Crossbow can go from here
that's not a very fun thing to be like, oh, hey, I happen to have this
23.
really janky, kind of interactive-y
Alright.
gentleman's combo deck.
My dad's
That
just gonna
is
double check for some
1d1.
reason.
I'm sorry, it can go from here.
This is true. I am in the same boat. I have lots of
No,
decks.
you were right
that I
here,
try to
you could just
rotate.
Barely not
Sometimes
hit
I'll get
this
in a
square,
rut
but
and
you're
just
hit.
like playing
That's
something
because
for
the
a
door
while.
blocks everything.
I've
So
got
you
decks I
have to
haven't
come to
touched
here,
in
and then you could hit
years.
anywhere in the room.
Well, I mean,
But,
unless we have access
I think
to
I'm going to bring out
slowly
something
chop
spicy
down.
There are
tomorrow
times
for
where you'll be
Modern
on
out
maps where
at the
it's not,
zone.
But that's only without taking
I can't
a
wait for that.
-2.
I'm going to have some fun there.
So how much damage?
And if you had improved
16, 17, nothing is happening. Do something.
9.
9 damage.
Crossbows are extremely dangerous.
yes, they have 4
And
times.
brings up his turn.
No.
He'll use his
What is it called?
fourth first level spell.
Crit
Blast
damage.
you with a magic
20
missile.
back, then I spread
4, 5, 7
And we're
damage.
shocking.
Actually, you take a point of bleed damage. So 1 damage
And
now,
we're
and you are bleeding
pinging.
at a rate of 1 per round.
I could straighten that up quickly.
Ostag.
Oh, we're fetching
Okay.
for not shock.
Is anybody else?
Okay, so you've got all 3 of your manias.
They can't hit me. My dad can't kill me.
Yes.
Yeah, black,
Just like
white,
Ender
green,
Cover,
white,
that
black,
can't kill me
green. So
because
one of
his
each.
life, his life.
Looking good.
All
He
right.
tried so hard to
Looking
hate
for
every single
fun.
thing. That hate everyone else but me. I don't know why that works like that. Why do I have such
Everybody within 30 feet of me recovers 11.
But never
I'm
mind.
excluding the monster, of course.
Anybody who
There's Bob.
non-lethal damage, remember
Oh,
that
is-
you
is-
recover
does he have a
the same
counterspell?
amount
No,
of
he has a
non-lethal
push.
as well.
Bah. Now a creature's in there.
I mean, didn't he got healed up fully from all the
Oh, yeah.
diamond?
I've been healed of the non-lethal for a long
5, 10, 15, 20,
He
25.
took
4,
non-lethal.
5.
Those guys do non-lethal along with.
I took non-lethal early.
There's Opt.
Yeah, that gets killed. Some of it.
There's
Yeah.
Opt.
Oh yeah, probably all of it.
He should opt
Okay.
to play a more fun and better deck.
Yeah, just 10 non-lethal equal
These
one
guys
lethal.
did non-lethal.
Did they?
When he hit you, he did 2 lethal and 4 non-lethal.
Oh, well, that's healed.
Oh, that's right.
That's healed.
You know what? I think I'm going to
Okay,
share
yeah,
that
sure.
with him.
AC
That was
20.
gold.
You had to roll a nat
I
20.
believe you should opt to play a better
you'll
deck.
take 3 damage and 2 non-lethal.
I'm playing the best deck.
Mark them up.
Oh, wait, do I still get the +1? H4 HP?
No. Well,
Pass the
okay.
turn.
How long
No
do you
big
think this
fatty,
game
no
was
big nothing.
So this is the 7th round.
And
And the
artifacts.
answer is no.
Okay.
Artifact.
So,
Now in the graveyard.
don't need non-lethal? You said so many confusing.
You see, that's the best question you've asked tonight, and I'm going to make sure I give you the
I
right
guess,
answer.
3 damage and 2 non-lethal.
16.
Looks like he's spell bombing to get rid of something. What is that?
And then AC 16.
Crack.
16 health left.
Does AC 16 hit you?
Oh, come on. Now I can
He bites. He
And
bites
shock.
better than
Oh, well, that's gonna hit.
Because that's how Shadow do.
So that'll be another 5 damage.
He's gonna hedge
And now
off
you need to make a
Tasigur.
fortitude save.
It looks like he's just hedging off Tasigur in the foreseeable rounds.
So you.
But I guess
are
if that was the
affected by
case, then he would have
poison.
just.
So you are shaken for 1 round.
I'm sure.
Oh yes, does the fact that I healed him?
And he's snapping
I
Optin
thought so.
You no
That
more
was why I did
bleed.
it.
No more bleed.
Blank two, it's your
because
turn.
why not?
I say, I yell to you. Hey, for.
I didn't realize that he coveted Opt
Take a 5
so
steps and
highly.
behind him.
Okay, so I
gonna
think
start running to her.
Jake still has
I'm gonna.
all 5 pieces.
Okay, if he's courageous, he can follow me, I suppose.
Creature
I mean, without
with
backup-
the
Oh yeah, you have your scimitar.
yeah,
can
creature
we
with something. Think Bob. So creature, land, artifact.
Yep. make
There's
your-
planeswalker. So creature, land, artifact.
7 plus 9. I'm just gonna.
Creature, land, artifact, instant sorcery.
No blessed.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
16.
I got it as a
Okay,
5.
So she will help for a turn.
Please don't enlarge me.
Yeah, because he discarded Abrupt Decay. He's used a couple Inquisitions himself. Yeah, 5, 6 just on his own graveyard alone. But there's Lily.
He's not going to be.
That's the last hope.
21 to hit him.
21 will hit.
Hey, someone move right next to her so she can enlarge you.
Let's see. I'm guessing.
7 damage. It
I
is
know-
down and bleeding.
I'm guessing he ticked her
Okay, I'll
up.
just say sit on it. See what happens.
Well, if you think I'm gonna rebuke, wait a minute, I can rebuke his death.
Yes, I
Request
will.
interrogate.
I need. Yes, I
Tell
need
him,
one.
Voss.
Yes, I need one. Don't kill it.
Crossbow on him.
Don't kill it.
He's got a name. You can't kill him.
No. If he kills it, I kill him. That's how it works.
Now that you don't get to do that.
Why not? It'd be fun.
What does Shadow have? Street Wraith.
18.
Maybe after him.
Cycle in the Street Wraith.
Does hit.
Going to a mighty 10 life. So we're set up for a 3/3 Shadow. And yay! It's a 3/3 Shadow. Woo!
Can you tie him up?
Could.
Or dagger him up or something.
It is kind of toasty in here.
We want to interrogate him. We want to know
I
why.
want to interrogate.
Maybe it's because I'm so full of hot air.
That's okay, I'll have it.
What do you
I
like?
bet the farm is not going to die.
You're so funny, Bob.
I thought so.
Um,
Too bad nobody else
If I'm
does.
wrong, then I'm wrong.
Path? What happened? Oh, Lingering Souls. That's what happened.
Necro Bargain's out there talking.
Yeah, Necro Bargain's always out there talking. Him, my buddy. He puts me on the straight and narrow. Because he can see the cards that I can't because my monitor resolution is horrible.
Damn.
He's something.
Psychic spells.
He is something. Something special.
I tend to like the guy.
Yeah, I don't use like all of this. I might get a smaller one so it might fit into the back.
I'm sorry I lack faith in you.
A smaller monitor.
I told
Yeah.
you as soon as I got
Maybe an
McDonald's,
actual
it was gonna be
monitor.
awesome.
So I can see the
I
resolution.
do, like,
Is that a-
I think that'll be a rogue
that's a
next
thought
time.
seize.
At level 4 road.
Yeah.
Right?
He's setting up for a bigger derp Shadow.
The flank. If you're not-
Is Lily close to ultimating? She should be. I think she's on 6 now. He's got tokens there.
Asta, you'll need to make a will
Taking
save.
1.
Hopefully these guys can't explode.
Will is my specialty.
How many loyalty is on Lily?
That will fail.
Oh dear.
6 or 7? You were too close. Still too close.
You have been hit by a
Thank
psychic
you.
effect. 5.
What the heck was that? What is that thing?
12
That is
damage
Kozilek's
to you.
return.
That's a Kozilek's return. Okay. So Lily has 6 counters on her. She getting ready to ultimate.
Ostug.
Unless something can happen to her.
I'm going to change my strategy.
It would be terrible to see yet another ultimate Liliana here at Titan.
Okay.
Because that didn't happen last week multiple times.
Maybe he'll try to fatal push it.
Unfortunately, that
Ooh, he's baiting it with the Death Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
If you did that, we'd have to knock him right back down.
He's like, come on, down ticket.
Oh, look at that! Derpy got pushed.
So apparently,
Was that card banned?
I'm just going to do this.
In my world, it would be.
I mean, you called for it.
I know.
I just assumed it was
Wizards
banned.
doesn't listen to me.
You called for it. I assumed it was banned. That's why I showed up at Night Zoo.
Uh-huh.
She just started waving a small
That's the
fan.
Griot's turn.
Flashback Lingering
And he
Souls.
goes to -3.
Lily's gonna go to
Blank
7
two.
this turn.
I say.
Yeah, I don't see any issue in... I don't think he should minus it.
No,
No,
no
sir.
reason to. Tick up Lily.
Or a,
She's going off next turn.
You can hit him with a Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Fetch.
Make a wait.
No,
What's this man fetching for?
His
Don't love
death?
his graveyard?
You want to move up
I
to
don't
there,
know.
so you're
He's
within
trying to get
30,
Tassiger
you get
down
point
for the
blank
cheap.
shot. So make your
That's a lot of mana.
touch attack roll.
Roll a 20-sider.
What the?
Okay.
Are those
that
Kekimons?
would be a
Terminates.
Oh, terminates.
80 scoop.
He can't beat the
No, you
ultimate
add
Lily.
your range- your
Ah!
range
Game
Ray.
3.
Good
plus
day,
4,
sir.
and then one more
Woo!
for point blank, so +5.
Get that shadow out of here.
So 24.
So that hits, so roll your 46
Goif
damage.
returns to an 0-1.
Oh yeah, I was reading Flank here.
Poor
so I didn't-
Goy.
He didn't even see play this turn.
He didn't?
Okay.
This game.
I anticipated
Didn't see
your
play this game. But now that I know what he's out there, I've been keeping track.
It's fire.
You're just an awesome head in the box. Keeps
You
track the
get
whole time.
+1 for.
It does mean that I don't get to pay attention to the game as much,
+2
but
for your
I'm all about
vulnerability
the
and
additions.
+1 for being within 30 feet, so +3.
Oh, so
you know what? I can do this. If I do that,
14 damage.
14 damage. Yes, 32
and
hit
this,
points.
Oh, I have 2 of those.
slide
nice.
up
The
here.
opponent is going to like this, but we don't really care.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fezzik.
Oh, can I not split it?
To
Oh,
full turn to tie this guy up in silk rope, no less.
Do you
Tell
need
him
to see
box.
that
Turns out
video?
He's dangerously allergic to silky.
Hey, Captain.
clothes.
What's
Go
up?
ahead and take the shot.
How'd you do? Did you win?
He just kind of gave me the one. And then I paid him anyways.
I knew the people would want a round 4. So I gave us a round 4.
26 will hit.
Ooh.
Because I'm a man of the
You
people.
were the bum.
You are the man of the people.
Yeah.
You're a
Don't,
voice of the
don't
next.
click there. Thank you, sir.
12?
Let's see what I get,
No,
Mabo.
no, that's not right. Sorry.
I do have
Good work.
pet
He is
project
at
for you.
negative and bleeding.
Huh?
I have pet
So
project
you're
Oh,
able
for
to
you.
get
that's
this
cool.
guy tied up
Let's see
and
if I get the other one.
stabilized, so you have him captured.
Ooh, I got a
bring him
foil.
back.
I'm going to rebuke his death,
I don't
marking
know why
off
you
one
guys
of
did
them.
this for me.
Okay.
I did
Dreadbore over Terminate would have saved him.
Woo!
Gives you some
I
cure
got
wounds.
it,
You
Urza.
got yourself an
Adventure.
Urza.
She gives you a necklace
mount.
bearing a lesser talisman of sealed summons
Nope, I did not get it. I got the fairy spy though.
Ooh.
that protects against
I didn't
chaotic
get what you
creatures
needed, Bob.
and an
That's okay.
elixir of
I
monstrous
still love
I
you.
got a mountain
which
and an
grants the
Urza.
benefits
That's
of
hot.
monstrous physique 1.
Write all that down.
I didn't get Spike or
There's still
Urza.
more to the adventure
or-
because you guys skipped the.
I mean, I got some good stuff, but I didn't get like any of like the super power ones. I mean, I did get a Mario kill. I don't know how many killbots I got, but I did get a Mario kill.
You captured the guy alive, so you succeed that part.
I don't know.
for the-
I don't know how to manipulate it. She's the hybrid
How
mana,
much was it?
so I could put
It
her
would
in
be
my
at
black-white
hit
one.
point.
Yeah.
Okay, then
And the
I
killbots
can't,
are colorless,
do
so
this death anymore. We're going to have to interrogate
Anyway.
him the way he is.
back to the
Probably
action.
correct
Urza,
amount of hit
the
points.
original head in a box.
Yes, that's the point when interrogate at.
That's true. That's
so you
true.
guys
Just
head
not,
back to
not very
the
hard and different.
It's a beautiful card.
Goif is a 1-2 already.
First off, we're going to be optimistic and hope this guy might be in his office.
Oh, wait. Can
Oops.
I ask that person for the wand now with that wand so I can instantly kill those guys that were upstairs?
What in the world are you talking
No,
about?
you can't get the wand.
Dang it! The
You have this
A world
potion
of
elixir
endless
of monstrous
imagination.
physique
And the
to
Grim
drink, though.
Flare
Me?
Well, she gave them to you
gets
guys.
pushed.
What is a potion of
So now Goif is
Yes, monstrous
3.
physique 1 on you.
What does that do?
Alright, let's find out.
Turns you into a monstrous humanoid, I believe. I don't
So
know
I
if it's
do-
in the core book.
So we give it to this dude.
And a
he'll
lesser
go back.
talisman of sealed summons.
What does that do?
We're on.
Protects against chaotic creatures.
We're on instant land and
I'm
creature
sorry,
right
yeah.
now.
Monstrous
See, and I
physique.
You're
ensured
right,
myself
sorry.
that I could still finish
She's
2
an
and
ultimate
2.
magic.
Okay.
Mm.
You bring an ultimate magic?
What else did you get there? Squirrel scheme? What other fun stuff?
What are you about to create?
Oh, find out if the lady...
Worker
Shaggy
double, the
camel.
shaggy camel.
No,
Ooh,
she
the
doesn't.
magic
She
word.
Magic
wants
word.
to
That's a good
finish
card.
picking up her
Success.
museum.
Extremely slow.
Extremely
zombie.
slow zombie.
Knight of the kitchen sink.
Knight of the kitchen sink.
Put the spear in the
I
box.
swear
Spy
this
eye.
is the
What does the
box.
Knight of the
This
Kitchen
no
Sink
more
do?
poison
Is he the contraption you sacrifice any contraptions and rebuild them?
Protection from black borders.
Oh, okay.
She's named, right? Can I try her?
Spy eye.
You can assume the
Socketed sprocketer.
Deal with that.
That's the one that lets you save a die roll.
Yeah.
form you assume has any of the
And if you
gain the list ability.
uninstall a 6 frame, you get to draw a card.
What is that? Is that? I'm
60 feet, low
gonna say it's an Eidolon, but
Food what?
And
No.
the form you assume as the aquatic subtype
Oh.
gain
Oh, it was Lingering Souls.
amphibious subtype.
it was just on the stack.
If you take the size of
Okay,
Salmonoid,
now we're on
you gain a plus 2
sorcery,
and also natural armor. If you take
but that's gonna get flashback. So
Yeah, he should flash it
plus 2
back.
bonus to your strength and plus 2
Unless he
natural
lilies.
armor bonus.
Okay.
Which
if
Nick
anybody
could
has
really
a
shadow
crit
this
potion,
turn.
give it to him. He probably needs it.
Who, me?
So he made
Yeah,
Lily.
I've actually got 3.
Because he has double black, I believe.
let's see here. That's
I have Kira Mod, I think.
Well,
it's
one
like
of them
shock
down.
damage.
I'm running short on cure spells. Actually, I'm running short on everything. We're in trouble, but we're gonna persevere because
How
we're
many
not.
rebuke deaths do you have?
Well, I got 6 of them.
True that.
Well, we might have to use all of those.
I've got 2.
What does Dreadbore do?
So
Dreadbore is the sorcery one that destroys target creature or
you
planeswalker.
arrive at
Ah.
the door to Marin
But you're
Vold's
forgetting,
office.
this is super
the
fringe
door
Derp Shadow.
is
He has
locked.
ops instead of actual counter spells and terminate over good destruction cards.
True that. I mean,
Plus 1 for guidance.
traditionally most Derp Shadows run, I believe, 1 Dreadbore in the sideboard.
Alright, so 29?
But it didn't work.
The floor of this workspace is layered in charcoal
Oh,
and
you
gravel,
missed it.
with mounds of incense burning
Something
in
was
regularly
spewing out
spaced wall
gaseous
signs,
water.
and 2 metal
Gaseous
braziers.
water?
Gaseous water.
Work tables,
Oh,
chairs,
God.
I thought that would be
hazard
called
stacks
fog
of
or
paper
mist,
take up the
but
eastern half of the room.
gaseous
A glass
water.
sphere
That goes right up there with
floats
the
above
monolithic
desk in the western
stones.
section of the room.
Oh my god.
These monolithic stones were spewing forth
It
gaseous
does,
water.
I don't know what I would
Fold in a
do
royally
with
massive dark
gaseous
liquid
water.
fate
Gaseous
of light.
water.
Fly from the orb into a wide
Dig a
summoning
hole,
circle.
maybe hope it goes over
That
top
has
of
been
me.
carefully drawn on stone and ash, illuminating circumference with subtly
Gonna take 3 from something. Oh, fetch and shock. Okay.
I'd roll to dig a hole.
Roll, dig a hole.
Roll a 1, hit
Well,
myself
if
with
you're
the
high
shovel.
enough level cleric, you can move Earth.
So this guy is
It's like I
standing over
move
here,
Earth and hide in it.
and
Roll.
Lily!
is a creature
Roll a 1, hit myself with the shovel, you
in
know.
the
Typical move.
Lily goes up to 4.
So can we wear a
I'm gonna keep track this time.
That is Lily's last hope, I believe?
Yeah, that's last
I
hope.
mean, K to the whatever the opposite would have listed.
So this is
Sparta.
Spartan.
Spurtney. Sparta.
Spartan.
Spearmint is good.
This is Shawarma.
Shawarma.
This is Sherma.
This is spearmint from.
Spearmint's good.
it looks like this. It's a floating aberration, size small.
Hey, that's me. I'm a floating aberration.
You are.
Yes.
That's also.
But currently, it looks as though
He's getting thought seized.
the guy is talking
He
to
is
the
indeed.
aberration.
Should be it.
I say we should
10?
have a rogue go in. I give him a box. He cages the thing. Not the floating aberration.
So
Or did he
the
get a
aberration
basic?
Converses with
No.
you mentally.
Oh.
They're arguing over
Is he
it.
saying anything we want to hear?
Depends on what you want to hear.
I just what
Get rid of the
say?
path.
What's he saying?
Because I don't want
Depends
extra
on what
mana.
you
Well, I guess
are
he's going to
asking.
pull down Tasigur
I
now.
say, who are you?
I don't suppose I can get you to
Or-
leave quietly.
Fishy fish.
What?
I think he has 4 over
Shut
there.
up.
He could fish.
He
I
could
think
fish.
diplomacy.
Well, yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. Who says he's glad?
Really
Um,
long day.
that's a
Already
terminate.
fought 2
Get
of
rid of a
the
spirit.
door things.
Well, he's a.
He's a friendly one. He's not attacking us immediately.
I forget.
Get you.
Aberrations are not all that friendly.
Well, I mean,
The
this one
spirits
is
are
for some
getting
reason.
there.
Ticking up
I
Lily.
say, are you an enemy?
Yeah, you can attempt a diplomacy check.
Give her a
Checking
good
all the
color.
Athena.
21.
21.
That's a good color.
64.
So you feel like as you're talking
Get
to him,
outlined.
you engage in some variety of
Make it
conflict,
bold. There we go.
battle of wills with him, and pry
there.
some information
Okay.
from him.
Swamp.
Lights, bright lights, to hold in the dark. When the dark pushes back,
The hole's natural
lights
enemy is the
shine
pile.
brighter, and there is balance. A seal on the gate, but the dark is everywhere now. Even within the light, for the
Yes,
light
but
now shines from the
It's
darkest stone in
gaseous
orbit.
water
Maybe
versus hole
corners
versus
of
pile.
spheres,
You know, it's
and now
ye
unseal
olde
the
rock
gate
paper
from
scissors.
inside.
Hell
Why
yeah.
are all your senses
Push a token.
on one head?
Snap. Push a token.
I'm sure. I sense the
Seems
presence on-
effective
on my fingertips.
until,
Desperation mode.
until Lily kills Snap.
I think we should cage this box.
Tick up Lily. Kill
And
Snappy.
we should separate
Lily's
the
on
The words of that
6.
great
I didn't see that
Native
coming,
American
Bob.
Tonto.
No, I don't think anybody did.
We go
I don't think
we
Nick
run
did.
up and Cage the orb with the box.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I think Nick kept a hand he definitely should not have.
Is it?
The orb is not the aberration.
We
Oh.
can go up and cage it. Hopefully, I will literally death run to go up and
If
cage
you start to move, the Marin over
More
there
lands.
goes, no, don't move.
Look
don't
at all
move.
these
You'll break
lands.
my circle. We must get all the information we can from this creature. What a marvelous
Hey.
opportunity we have.
I say dang it and save.
Gonna get rid of all that goy fuel, which I think he still has quite a lot of it over there.
Then I have the,
So artifact,
orb of,
instant, sorcery,
the-
land,
the
creature.
yellow orb. that
Goif's
gets
a
on all the
5?
light.
No, you lose.
That's all we
Oh.
want.
Okay, what gets capped?
You're talking again.
It's
Sorcery,
like, no, I'm
land.
studying it.
Oh no,
and
that's what's going away.
making
Yeah.
marvelous breakthroughs.
Artifact.
So much knowledge.
I mean,
to
he's
learn
being smart
here.
about it.
Right.
That is
Creature,
incredibly
instant, land
dangerous.
maybe.
The
Seems
orbs
right.
have already torn up
So
the
Goif
building.
is still probably a 3/4.
Yeah, I would assume. I would assume that's what he kept because he's done a couple fetches and he only took 1 land.
Lily tick up on Tasigur, and then he gets pushed. She's primed and ready to go.
No, the first one that
First
was.
building, the basement of the museum.
No, the first building was the
It's a
basement.
whole lot of zombies.
But where the
Well,
archive found it a few weeks before the building.
Not to start.
No.
Give him a couple
I
turns.
have good memory, but bad memory. Sit down.
Swing for 3.
That's like.
I don't even think we'll get to zombie land.
That doesn't sound
We're gonna
right,
get to
but
see
I'm not
2 of them.
about the numbers.
Maybe.
They'll go and
Nick
report
has a
out more
tendency
than
to
one
scoop when
building
he sees himself
already.
defeated.
That's true.
It's just bad. It's just bad.
Play it out, Nick.
Can I
The
say
Pathfinder Society is
Play-
So
concerned.
you guys are trying to skip and not do any questioning. Is that your intent?
yes? We don't care. We just
All right.
don't-
We'll talk to the aberration for a while.
And tap.
Go
Dreadbore?
ahead and give
No,
me
3
a
mana.
bluff or knowledge geography check.
Colgun's command?
K command, Dreadbore, anything to take Lily off of ultimate.
Nope, fishy.
Fish.
22.
Big fish.
Big fish.
Can I aid
Try and save his
You
life.
cannot aid him actually on these
Well,
22.
maybe
Try to play a fish. Cake
So
Man.
22,
Yep.
you succeed.
Oh, he was looking to see if he had a creature to
copper
bring
wall
back.
that moves past from one side to the other, and the space
So
changes.
Lily goes down to
Past from the other
5.
side, and it squirms. Built
That's
by a man
unfortunate.
Going home from home.
Yes.
He's gonna
Could
die
not
via
quite make
spirit
it,
instead
so
of
he brought
Lily.
some of home
I guess
to
it's a
the
moral
door.
victory.
Made a house beyond the void, but his guests are homesick.
Am I gonna have to
Yeah,
write,
he can't
am I
get
gonna have to
there.
write all this down?
No.
I mean, he's got to have
The
3
key is,
removal. He's got
the
push
triggering
and I mean he's
factor
got
is getting
dirt
enough
protection
of
for
the
days
questions out.
and a rhino.
Okay.
That's the game.
Continue speaking.
Got there. Woo! Is there a 4th round?
Yes.
A knowledge,
Wow.
arcana, or sense motive
I made it
check.
happen.
Oh, you made it happen.
Right.
That's right.
Arcana.
Sense motive.
Oh, he got the pair down to fight you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave him the win, so now
You already
he'll
got that
play
one.
Jake.
Too late.
Which-
Wait, what?
Uh,
I rolled a 17
No, this wasn't the top pair.
Relzorus built the gate. He
Nick was
could
undefeated.
make shapes
Were
of
they?
words and pain.
But there was
from
another
thoughts.
undefeated as
He
well.
loved this world, but was drawn
Maybe they
to
all got
another,
pared down.
like gravity.
No.
He thought
They
corners
shouldn't have
of
all gotten pair
spheres
downs.
Could let him live in both.
I've seen weird stuff
Invited them
happen.
into his
Who
house,
Dragus
past
play?
space, but Relzorus did not like the answers.
Uh-huh.
Left corners of
Oh,
spheres.
Dragus lost.
Scratching at
That's
the
right.
door. Seems the lights are listening.
That's
now.
right. The captain beat
You
him.
devour those who hurt.
Well then,
I'm gonna see what's going on, Bob.
Can I do
Certainly
knowledge
sounds
arcana?
like gibberish.
we got
And the last one
Round
is
4.
Intimidate or knowledge engine.
coming up,
I got that.
ready to go.
I rolled
I'm
a
gonna
9 plus 9,
leave
18.
you with some information about
And someone else
Ben
has it,
Seidel,
probably.
who's gonna get slapped and gonna get slapped hard. Remember, sub on the YouTube page, Zone 521.
18.
When we reach 100 subs,
Need,
Ben Seidel gonna get slapped.
corners of spheres.
They're
One
gonna
who
get
craves.
slapped.
Gonna happen.
One long.
Benny gonna get slapped. There it
It's
is.
hard to warm
Right
a
there.
cold void.
Slap
You stop
for
breathing,
subs.
I
Your
think he
thoughts
slapped- he
change
slapped
color.
5 times.
Well, let's start with once. And I mean,
Without your tints up.
if he liked it, I'm sure we can slap him a couple more times. But let's get to that first
If he
one
doesn't
first.
like it,
Sounds
Oh, he'll like
somebody
it.
who's on LSD.
He'll like it.
if he doesn't, we'll still pass.
Yes. I'm going to find out what's going on. I'll be right back. Stay golden.
Okay. So, Sword killing us here.
Yeah, this is the spot where it gets angry and we roll initiative.
Yeah, please don't spawn in more things. Wait, why is it's in the summoning circle? Can you charge the orb now?
Oh, well, I didn't think of it. Thought I would use my head for something other than a hat rack. Gotta catch the bless before we open the door.
21.
23.
We're wasting 15s. What did you roll?
17.
Oh, you wasted 15. You wasted a good 3.
Ostag
3.
Look at his fingers. What did you roll?
and Columbus.
18.
So during this,
What about Crazy Man Catfish?
no, during this one, it's the same as the last one to try to get him, if you want to convince him to help you, and he might help you by casting spells like Blur or Cat's Grace.
Yay, catch that!
If you succeed a Intimidate or Knowledge Dungeoneering check with it as a standard action to convince him to help
I
you.
use me.
Fezzik, you're up first.
Your turn, Trey.
Alright.
Well, someone's getting Cat's Grace or Blur. I don't really know what any of those do. No, Cat's Grace does.
Blur gives you a 20% miscaps on any successful attack on you.
So we gotta fight the aberration or fight the guy?
The Aberration.
Yeah,
The guy's gonna help us.
we think.
He's gonna help us. I have +9.
Is that close enough to hit him?
Or no?
And we broke the circle, just so you know.
Yes, that's fine. I'll put him there.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit him.
Is the bless still active?
No.
Gotcha.
It's been
I
like
didn't
that.
think of it.
Sorry.
I still have mage armor. Wait. Oh, well, I might. Mage armor.
You better not be rolling threes over there.
Oh, yeah, guess what? The previous
11.
damage that you took in, any previous damage that
Goes
you
next.
had, because you had 17s and 16s, that would have hit me.
Oh.
I had mage armor for 4 hours in there.
Blank.
We do
What are
have.
you doing?
I will do
We don't have a
+9
rematch.
for him to help me.
The only spiciness left out there
What?
No, okay, knowledge arcane on him, so he can.
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Dungeoneer.
is
whatever.
Danzig.
Yeah, still +9.
Okay, so what is it? 24?
15
Yeah,
plus
24.
24.
That's with
Taking on Justin.
More. Okay,
And
that is the creature's turn. So it is going to.
Justin
attack
and
him
his
4
waist
times.
knot
I'll do that
deck.
as soon as he's back. Kellen
seems
Boss will
good.
be up after
Seems
that.
good.
Alright,
Let's see what we got as far as
Okay.
Zoop
And
and
11.
11 will miss. It's
uh.
now that guy's turn, and since you succeeded enough, he's going
Let's
to
get-
use his scroll of haste and affect everybody with a haste effect. That will give you +1 to attack, +1 to damage, and 1 additional attack at your top base attack bonus if you take a full round attack. And are
I guess it's
capable of
roguey.
using it.
Okay, wait,
You can't with the crossbow, unfortunately.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta
is
reload,
virtue?
right?
Correct.
Is virtue?
You need crossbow mastery to be able to.
No, you don't have virtue.
Okay, just make you virtue.
Astag.
Okay. Off we go.
You got haste.
Round 4. You got haste?
15, 20, 25.
What? Who's facing round 4?
Then I tried for,
Danzies versus Justin. It's Zoo versus Waste
for,
Knot.
partial cover behind the desk.
No, he's not here tonight.
And I
He'll be here
will
He might be there Tuesday.
Well, I want you to see it.
be casting.
Well, you're not going to get slapped on Tuesday, but
Maybe he will just like next Tuesday,
Looking
next
for a
Thursday.
range.
yeah, I mean, as soon as we get 100, we're going to get it done.
I thought we had, when I first saw it, your channel, when you first
11
saw it, I thought you said 85 subs.
14 is
Oh.
its
I
touch
thought you said
AC.
85 and we're right there. I
Oh.
was like,
Hey, we're just about there. We need 85.
oh.
Take 4.
There's a Kurd kitty.
Fire.
Ugh. And nothing to stop it.
Can take fire damage.
It's
So
probably going to
we
get pushed here.
skipped
Danzy
the spot
fetching.
of the turn where you were getting slapped 4 times with tentacles.
Getting slapped like Ben.
Yeah, you got triple slot, whatever.
That one's a miss. 26.
Yeah.
22.
Yep.
So you're hit 3
There's
times.
a stomping grounds.
You are going to want to make fortitude saves.
Kurd
3
kitty
of
going
them.
to attack into a push. Yep. Ooh, into a pride mage.
13 total damage.
Kitty swing.
Okay.
Taking
and
it.
then, so we're
Interesting.
Sounds good.
A 15, or sorry, 16 and a 12.
So 12 and 16 both fail. Only the higher of the two. So for 4 rounds, you are inflicted with a pain touch, which gives you a -2 on attack rolls, ability checks, and skill checks.
4 rounds.
For 4
Now we
rounds.
focus him, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So Aztec just asked, so on the second round, it will be Phasic's turn.
Wow, Nutcattle is a 1.
Who wants me to just keep on buffing?
Why did he take 4?
Because I don't know what I should do.
Attack the monster.
I was like, did you cast Bless?
No.
Because of the Exalted. Never mind. I get it. I get it.
Coming, though.
How much
I'm
did
good
you
at
get?
this. I get it.
+1 to attack.
Okay. So he took 4
And
off
armor
that.
class.
And Burning Inquiry.
It's your turn.
Is it him?
Because me.
This almost seems like a hollow
Because that
one.
guy cast a haste.
Yeah, so we have a
Because
attack
him
plus
was
1
me,
to
whatever.
right?
Right.
Wait,
Actually, I'm gonna
Lots of discarding.
without the bless.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Waste not down. Burning Inquiry. Fueling it. Get some Zambos.
Okay, here's what you want to do. You want to run up there and flank the monster.
Throw the wizard into the trap. That'll set it off.
Nope, not gonna work.
And the party will be
Roll 3
safe.
again? I
And
told you
Blank
not allowed to
2.
roll 3.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Nakano could be taken down by the double. Block, yo. Danzy's shocking again.
Well,
Doing all the
Oh,
work
but
for his
unless
opponent.
You don't attack. If you do nothing
I'm
else,
gonna attack.
you can get to
What
them. What are you going to
Uh,
attack with? Are you going to cast a spell before you move up there?
swing with the kitty.
More damage.
Meow.
I think.
5, right?
I sense a double block coming in.
Oh, you're right. 4, 8. Okay.
Does it seem to take damage?
It seems to take
Yep.
damage from that, but it also seems to have fast healing.
Trade the kitty for some
Because everything
tokens.
likes to have fast healing, and it's gonna.
And we're going to
strike you
cast
4 more
a
times.
scavenging ooze.
Oh no, it's gonna hit you.
And we're
twice
just going to
flank you
disenchant the
twice.
waste knot.
So
Get
against
that
you,
out of the
AC
way.
20
Yeah.
and AC 13.
13, no.
You want to make that fortitude save again. 5 damage.
This guy's not going to hit me unless he were a little bit.
Followed up by another waste knot.
It
And
doesn't
another
extend
burning
it past where
inquiry.
The other one is. And blank 2.
Draw 3.
AC 20.
Randomly discard 3.
29.
Oh, what?
I think those both.
You'll want to make 2 fortitude saves.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I think, we'll,
DC 18.
we'll.
Failed them both.
A land
so
and 2 creatures, it
11
looks
damage
like.
Total.
So he's going to get himself
You're at
Couple
0
more
HP, you're at
Zambies and-
0 HP,
and some
you are
mana, it looks
staggered.
like.
I'm staggered and I didn't pay attention to that.
How'd you get to 0?
Because I never healed from 11.
Yeah, add 2
That's when I
mana.
got hit, I never
So you
healed.
got
You
2
should've
free
been at full
black.
At the start of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not going to do anything
He
with.
channeled energy enough times that you were in it that you were at full. So
Okay, so I'm at.
you're at 8 left. And it will be
Danzy fetching. Not
and
necessarily
it will be from
shocking.
round 2,
shocking.
3 rounds, so round 6 you will not be affected by the -2 to attacks that this guy gives.
Unless you fail your save again.
Kellen Voss.
Oh. Looking at the fun that's going to come down, you need more green mana is what you need. You should have fetched for another temple. There's a Curd Ape.
And I'm going to hit the crossbow shot
And tap it down.
Why would you need to go more closer?
so that I'm within 30.
But your crossbow. Oh.
Because
What
I,
is
when I'm
that?
Within
For
30,
point blank
I
shot.
get point blank shot, which is another +1 bonus.
Yeah. I
What is that?
that too.
3,
Ah, geez, everybody's rolling.
Woolly Thoktar.
12, 13.
Wow.
Miss.
I haven't seen a Woolly Thoktar since a Lara.
Channel positive energy,
Woo!
exclude the monster. I'm not sure I could affect him anyhow.
You could. He
What's
has
that?
aggravation, so he can heal normally.
Everybody recover 9 points.
Did you get that, Asher?
Yes, I got that. I didn't know he like.
Start of round 3, Phasic.
I'm quite good at what I do.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know,
This creature has all-around vision, which means he can't be flanked.
Oh, what the?
He's an eye monster. Tentacle monster.
So wait, he's eyes and he's slapping those flies?
He looks like this, and he has tentacles.
Yes, but he has.
He's
You
a space creature.
You said tentacle eye monster. I heard beholder.
No.
Maybe map that?
No.
Okay.
Well, he
A
could,
Johnny.
You could deny him his dex, but you can't flank him, so he can't be. Can't.
Well, I
trigger
guess I
bonus.
could try to reset
That
the
would
timer.
sneak attack
Like
for-
it's gonna matter.
Alright, well.
Actually, no.
A Johnny tapping down, got the Thoktar and
Aberrations
the Curd Kitty.
He backstabbed anyways.
So block and take 2.
Look it
Don't
up.
prove it by me.
Take blocking there. Gotta eat,
The aberration in the cold
Anyway.
book. We could roll a dice.
and you're taking
I can't flank him, so
2.
it's not important right now.
Correct.
So 20, does that hit him?
Johnny,
does hit him.
the vegan.
And 5 damage.
Blank 2.
I'll step up. Oh wait, why? Yeah, why do you
Until
have
next
a funny
step.
hand?
3 and 3 destroy all lands.
No, I'm gonna like go back to my post all the way over there. Actually, just give
That
up.
will
Can I
provoke
get
an
back?
Oh, that's the demon,
Provoke an
isn't
attack
it?
of opportunity if you move away like that.
That's a big fatty, I believe.
Can I 5-foot step then? No.
No, you can 5-foot step, but then not move. Or you can provoke an attack if you move.
Okay, then I want
Let's see
to
here.
use
Danzy
it.
making sure he's got stuff in his graveyard.
Oh, wait, can I 5-foot step then both of us?
Tap down. Oh, just
Yes,
gonna
you
go
can
ahead and
5-foot step
path
and then
it.
argue with him to get up.
That's
up.
exiled. You do get a mana for
Yep,
it
that
though.
pulled you back
So
5 feet already.
You did?
looking good.
Okay, I think that would be.
I have a suggestion.
I think I.
Rather than go to that square, go to this one. Maybe the NPC will give you cat's grace. You never know.
Look.
I mean, I rolled a 16 plus.
Okay, so you
Human.
convince him.
What did you
It's
get?
that guy's turn again.
Cards.
Uh,
Like your-
I think that's
Kellenvoss.
Alright.
Make
Tanner
a will
something.
save.
Wait, but what does he give us?
It's not Ixarid.
We don't know.
That would be in
That is
11.
just not.
11. You are frightened.
Tap or tick up a Johnny.
Didn't we have fear protection?
And you will take 3 points of wisdom damage.
Oh, I thought it was a wand or something.
18. Yeah, just tick it up. Yeah, just boom, boom, boom. Danzy gets a win on game 1. Whoop whoop.
Is there a 5th round?
Huh?
I don't really
Fifth round?
use that.
There will not be a 5th round. I've never seen a 5th round anytime.
Maybe someone else should come
Hmm?
in. Maybe someone else should come in.
Well, we would need a huge tournament, like 20 plus, to even consider a 5th round. Because it narrows
And
down and
then
we
that
keep
will
going until we
be-
have at least, or the minimum of 2 undefeated.
Kellenvoss, that is
Because
your
you-
turn,
you
but
do
you are
tournaments
frightened.
like
So
Yeah, that's
you
what we do.
Flee
Oh,
from the
and
source
whoever
of
wins
your
the thing.
fear as best
I
you
thought
can.
everyone just went on.
No, no. Well, everybody goes on. It's not an elimination tournament, but your record determines where you place. And as long as we have undefeated people in the tournament, they will play
You
each
know, 'cause
other.
that door is open.
And
Oh,
But
okay.
the play people
So
that
you can-
never
So you run
played
screaming
will
into
not
the
be in the part.
yeah, the people
The
who
guy
have not
casts
lost
Cat's
play
Grace
other people who have
on
not
Asher.
lost.
Listen up.
And usually, yep, there you go. Cat's Grace.
Okay,
See? He's going faster now.
Okay.
Still slow.
Call for another fireball.
Just like what?
Okay.
I thought you said what?
Let's update that.
11, 12, 13, 15.
Nothing to
Range
do.
touch.
That will hit.
Black.
6 points.
Ah, I still had that selected. Herp, derp,
Physic.
derby.
The start of round.
Let's see here. Fat belly demon, fat belly
That elixir
demon. Where's the
would
fat belly
provoke,
demon?
Yes or no?
Not if you 5-foot step back.
Okay. Well, I will do
I
that.
wish you could do a 2-foot step.
What
or
does that have to
5-foot
do with
step.
demon?
Something stupid
Step back.
and get +2 strength. or
Oh, I
+2
didn't
natural
select. I
armor.
didn't.
Are there any of the abilities that you're trying to look for?
Not necessarily. I'm mostly after the armor bonus.
Blank 2, it's
Demon.
your turn.
Well then, so is drinking like a
Type
full round, or can
name.
I toss
I'm
it
gonna
to
try
extra?
to bug someone again.
It's a
Exclude.
move to pull it and a move to drink it.
Okay, sure.
I'm
But he
assuming.
didn't move. He took
Asher,
a 5-foot
you
step.
want to do damage.
He didn't move. He took a 5-foot step.
Correct, so a move to pull it and a move to drink
Oh,
it.
got it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Unless you already had palmed it in your hand, which you hadn't said.
Junk butt demon.
Buddy,
Looking
this
for
is
the
the point where you
I
need
demon.
rolled a
do-
2 anyway, so.
to
I'm
the point where
pretty
you
sure
need
it's a
to do damage.
demon.
Hey, then I'll do damage instead. Rolling my 2 like I did.
What spell were you using?
I was using.
Indulgent.
Okay, 2 with a force missile. Check it out.
Indulgent Tormentor, I believe.
That's
You're gonna
this
draw a card
guy's
unless you
turn.
put a sacrifice a
Come
creature
over
face
here
work.
and
Nope.
attack you 4
That's not
times.
him.
Why'd you make this capital?
21.
There he is, Master of the Feast. Beginning of your repeat. Each opponent draws.
Oh, I think
Disc.
you
He has
Yeah, draws a
used
card.
3 of the 4 times.
Oh, so they have something for you to
9.
discard. Okay, so they can't
12,
just go
15,
empty-handed. Okay. So Master of the
16
Feast. He's a 5/5 flyer for 3, so he's not all bad. I mean, and used in the right way. I mean, if you weren't playing a heavy discard deck like this guy is. Yeah, okay. So Master of the Feast, that's what that demony was. Does it tap a creature? That flying one should be untapped. It
16.
does.
Kellenbos, that's your turn. You are unfrightened now, but have ran out into the hallway.
How far out am I?
You're so far out that it will take you 1 round to get back to there.
Point of order on that one. Johnny does not tap the creature. It only prevents the untap.
Full round to get back in?
Yes.
What if he?
So,
That's a whole.
Ostog, you're next.
Failed 2 of the saves.
Thank you on that one.
So it's back up to 4 rounds now.
Yeah.
Alright, we're casting.
Johnny Vengeance reads.
Okay.
Yes, target permanent does not untap. You're correct,
Physics.
Bob.
Yeah, I know.
I apologize, Bob.
and that's just +1 to attack, right?
It's okay, everybody. We got it figured out.
Will say it's
Danzy and his ill-gotten win.
Will saves against
I
you.
don't think he would have not have won, but
I did have the past X on my hand.
What are you doing?
yeah, we're well aware, and it wouldn't have changed anything in the long run. But yeah, it just doesn't tap the creature. Just want you to be aware of that.
Alright, thanks, Bob.
Yes, 15 will hit with the Ray of Frost. He's immune to cold.
It's frost.
Yeah, that's
Frost is
cold.
cold.
He's immune to cold.
So I shouldn't have done that.
Well, shoot him with your hot ray of frost.
I think maybe we did.
You could have figured because the other guys were, these are all space creatures, they live in space.
We didn't know they were all.
Yeah, you already did that before.
2 misses,
Wait, does my
1 hit, only 1 hit
wait,
on
does
you.
my strength? So no damage from my 3.
Correct. He's immune. 6 damage.
Well, we wouldn't.
And
Okay.
see if it-
Into play, tapped.
No, it doesn't.
I'm guessing
Save
no
worse.
reveal,
Save
no
more.
damage.
Kellenbos.
Danzy, on the other hand, is going to
Move
tap.
up within 30.
Is going to fetch and shock.
Alright. 10, 18, 19, 20.
20 will hit.
And thank you very much for being as diligent as always, Mester. Oh, this is Duncan. Thank you, Duncan, for stepping in where we missed out. I thought that was Necro. That'll teach me to assume.
Ostog.
Viewers from all over the world tuning in to see this floating head in a box
we're
called
going
Magic
to,
Poorly. But there's a curd kitty,
Fireball.
or curd ape, not the kitty, the ape.
Thanks to our high
It goes monkey, monkey, ook, ook.
What?
That's a natural 2.
Monkey,
Move on.
monkey, ooh,
Physics.
Yeah,
at the
that's
start
how
of
apes
round
sound.
6.
Oh, I thought you said a kitty.
Well, I corrected myself to the monkey.
Take a +2.
There's a curd kitty and a curd ape, and the ape goes
If you
monkey,
take a
monkey,
full
ook,
attack,
ook.
you can hit him twice.
And the kitty
Remember,
goes-
because of haste.
Meow.
I'm hasted.
Yes. the guy cast haste.
What did I?
Does that give me any armor bonus?
'Cause you
What else
plus
would a
1 to
cat say?
armor.
Oh. Did,
Meow, meow.
okay.
I'll
Yeah,
find
you
out
know,
what-
okay, he can go meow meow.
Plus 1 to attacks and damage on
Maw,
it.
maw.
Or not attacks, attack. and
No,
armor
maw,
class.
maw is what
A
whales say.
ridiculous speed
No,
and
maw, like
an extra
five
attack if you
something.
take a full
That's
attack.
what they've been doing
I guess I
here.
must
Oh.
Two cats
Yeah.
mawing.
You been fighting cats again?
But that brings up an
Two
important
cats
thing. So
have
he just
mawed
barely
in
made
different
one of those
adventures.
Yes,
attacks.
but
Mawed
you
someone to almost
forgot
dead.
about it.
Well, that's maul.
Both time I haven't
Moved
been.
on.
That's not maul, that's maul.
Alright.
It's mawing.
Mauling.
You get 1 extra attack.
He's like, I don't even know what that is.
Maul
Plus
means
1 bonus
to
attack.
just
Plus 1 dodge bonus.
well, it's beyond bite. It's like ravage. It's like we just tear into them. That's a mauling.
Your movement rate increases by 30 feet.
Definition, if it happens to you, it hurts. That's,
Yeah.
that's basically
Um,
the definition.
Right.
My cat
What
has
you
got
got?
it.
Okay.
And 1 extra attack if you take a full attack.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
I am well aware of that. I have kitties as well, and they like to.
He's old.
that will hit.
Yeah, they get old.
That'll hit.
They don't start out old.
No.
That'll do 7.
Danzy down to
Sorry,
15.
I have a strength bonus.
Okay.
Curd
So
ape
that's-
gets in for 2 more damage. Monkey, monkey, ook, ook.
Book, book.
Wait.
19.
That'll
Banana.
hit.
Monkey, monkey, banana book.
And also 8.
Okay.
Then I am probably going down this round, boys and girls.
Blank 2. What are you gonna do?
Not ready.
Is that the second swing with the 2/2 monkey?
Yes, he gained a life off his first lane and came into play tap that.
4 damage.
Oh, it's one of
Yeah,
those.
4 damage.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. It heals
Look at that,
2.
trying to cheat the system and playing
And
Lifelands.
He's gonna quadruple attack you.
That's what the slough.
1 hit, 1 miss. Second miss. A third miss, so only 1.
Oh, excuse me.
For 6 damage.
I'm down.
And we
Where
are
are you at?
collective brutality,
-2. Okay.
choosing
Kellen Voss.
I mean, you got to
Kellen Voss is going to take the cross.
gain 2 life and discard, I'm assuming?
4, 12. Looks like 15.
15 will miss.
What in the
Asta.
world?
Let's see, how can I get there? Alright. 5.
Can't get the creature.
15, 20.
Huh.
25.
Lots of good stuff that he can take. I'm gonna take one of those.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Oh, that was collectively brutal.
I can attack.
Okay.
Let's see, this is my
Still on the
normal
receiving
attack
end of a
with my
savage monkey beating.
Normal scimitar. That's a normal 5.
And we're going to Burning Inquiry. And you're going to get Lightning Helixed in the face prior to such.
Yeah, we'll check to stabilize. You'll need
That's a
12,
6-point life
adding
swing.
Only your Constitution modifier.
And they're going to draw, shuffle up, and make them randomly discard.
So you lose 1. Blank 2.
I got to pick those 3. Yep. Look at that. 2 creatures, the other thing you got, and
yeah.
go get a Waste Knot. Aww.
3 damage.
And a
How many
Swamp.
do you have left?
0.
And a Ghost
Say
Quarter.
what it is you're casting before you just roll it.
2 on
Got
you,
rid of
2
the
on
Waste
you.
Knot. That's kind of harsh. That's kind of rough.
Rolling that.
AC 12 and 12, but they're
Still
both
got the
natural
monkey in the
ones.
face.
Wait, he has that much pluses.
Danzy's at
Yes, he has
16.
+11. Asher.
That's really hard slaps.
AC 19.
That one hits.
Shock and Fetching.
That one just. Wait, no. Yeah.
19.
The 19 hits, 15 does not. That's plus 4.
5 damage. Did you get the extra +1 from your dodge bonus from haste, and did you get the extra +2 from the
Okay, no, I did
Cat's
that.
Grace? Well, it hit you because you said it hit you. 5 damage.
Oh, well. I had plus
Then
4.
make sure you write
for
down
not paying attention.
I didn't know I got E pluses to
5
AC.
5 damage.
I didn't know I got E pluses to AC.
You didn't know that the dexterity increases your armor class?
You have +1.
What rock have you been under?
I didn't know I didn't even know that. I didn't.
Kellen Voss.
I didn't know my dexterity
Alright,
changed
take
from
that
Cat
crossbow
Grace to
shot again.
Haze.
That's
I
what
thought I
Cat's
got
Grace
faster.
does.
Well, it makes you faster because your agility also increases your initiation.
Nothing
18
else. He
hits.
didn't say anything else about it.
Alright.
Okay, Asher, you have +4 dexterity, which gives you +2 to AC and +2 to ranged attacks. And haste gives you +1 to AC and +1 to attacks. So you might want to write those down.
Plus 3 to AC, right?
Yep.
Plus 3 to AC, plus 4 more because I have Mage Armor.
Yes, but major armor should already been on your chart there.
10 damage.
That was already
10
counting
damage?
it.
Okay.
Swinging with the Thuktar and the monkey right into the demon. I think the demon's going to eat himself a monkey. Gonna trade with the Thuktar.
I don't know if it does.
Well, I mean, it might rebuke, it might provoke slap.
And we're going to Boros Charm to give him indestructible.
I thought they already finished.
And you are stabilized.
No, they're on game 2.
Wait, they play multiple games?
It's a best of 3 each round.
Oh, so best of 2. If someone wins 2.
If somebody wins twice, that's still best of 3.
Yeah.
because you win 2 out of the 3.
I think it does because it's spell-like.
Anyway.
15?
Doctor.
It misses. So it's start of round 10, Physic.
I assume I have to stand up.
Would provoke, except you just took his attack bar.
Maybe someone else
Stand
will
up
come
before you
in.
hit him.
Oh no, he
More
has
people
combat
will come in.
reflexes.
But
you don't know that.
What's that?
Let him stand up.
Hey, if people come into play, that's all the better. That's part of the reason why we're here, is to not just entertain people who can't be in the area, but to also promote the area so people come down here and play.
Yeah, if 50 people came in and played, it'd be 25 people. So 25 rounds times 3.
Well, it wouldn't be 25 rounds. It's not a round per person.
Yep.
It's 2 people per match, and then you diminish that by half every time
18 is
until you have. So you would have to have 32, I think, for a 5 round.
Then 6 damage.
No, I mean for 5 people.
For 5 people to do
I
what?
said 50.
Well,
Blank
you still
2, it's your
go
turn.
down.
People came in 25.
Asher.
If 50 people came in, I don't know what they would do.
You still have a Scorching Ray and a Flaming Sphere left.
No, I don't have.
So we got a kitchen finks coming down. Gonna mitigate some of that life loss.
You had only used 1 Scorching Ray, right?
Yeah.
So you have 1 of those in this.
And swing with the monkey and the scoos.
Flaming Sphere?
Yep.
Okay, so buddy, Flaming Sphere, the way it works, you have to, you draw it and then you have to make it do its path and tell it where to stop. But since there's only 1 thing, you probably just have it stop right there.
Not a lot going on over on the discardy side.
It did not tell me.
We need a
Second level
damnation
spell,
and we
so
need
it's the
it
same DC for a
now.
second level spell.
16.
16.
Oh, but that's not even gonna stop the carnage. Because got the finks, which are oofies. One of the greatest oofies, the second best oofy in the game, in my opinion.
Still out there, and you can move it and have it take damage again next turn. That's its turn, so it's gonna go 2 at Ostog, 2 at you, Ostog. AC 21.
Oops, excuse me.
AC 16.
No.
Waste not.
6 damage.
Ow.
And you'll need to make a 40
Demon.
save. And it's you. 29 and 15.
Alright, now he's got some defense out there. Danzy's going to
Fortitude save
eat the Thoktar, gain a life.
You make it. And for
Scoos gets a little bit
No,
bigger.
my mistake. It's only
Not
20.
too much bigger, but just a little bit bigger.
2 rounds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's permanent.
It's just stuck on there.
Kellenvas.
Alright.
We're going to swing a ding. 3, 6, 8 damage coming in.
23.
I got a feeling that demon's just going to eat something for lunch. There's the Scoos. Scoos can't get big enough to take the demon with it. Alright, no, it could. And we're just going to bolt you to the face, so... And Boros Charm you to death. And there you have it. Danzy pulls out the upset victory over the discardy Waste Not deck. I liked it. It seemed interesting. Didn't seem
7. Where are you getting?
overtly powerful, but I guess if you're applying continuous pressure against it, not a whole lot it can say to that. But yeah, that's gonna do us. That's the 4th round.
You have 2 different plus 1s to attack.
We have 2 different plus 1s to attack. We don't have that. Okay, that one's
I wonder how Captain and Captain Jake's doing. Hopefully the Captain is just ripping through Derp Shadow like it's nobody's business, but that's okay. So we're going to call it here. Good night tonight. This is the final broadcast of 2017 on Twitch. Remember, we are actually having Master Snell run. We're going to speed run Legend of Zelda.
Technically, you can attack from the ground.
No. He's going to run The Legend of Zelda, 1987 goodness. Speed run it in about 3 hours on New Year's Eve.
Technically, it does not matter.
That's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, you
can.
I'm going to do that to YouTube. I'm not going to do it to Twitch. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it to Twitch. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, which place you doing it?
Yeah, I'll just
Definitely doing it to YouTube.
Okay.
No,
Might
like,
do it to Twitch.
Where?
Huh?
that was where to do it.
Zone 5. Oh, at my house.
Oh. I was like,
So.
just so you can do both.
Asher, it's your turn.
Yeah. I haven't
So you
tested
can
my
use the
bandwidth.
move
If
action
Twitch will
to
support
move
it,
this, so he has to
we're
make
going to do it on
it.
Twitch as well. But definitely to YouTube.
And then you can still do a cast.
This is it. This was the last Magic of 2017. I cannot wait to get into 2018. I'm going to try to make Titan a little bit better.
It's a touch attack.
Maybe get a little bit of handy cam.
He made his save. So roll your D20 for your
Try to
touch
be a
attack.
little bit more
Remember your
in there. And
all your
but
pluses.
this has been a great year. This is episode 18 that I've been
You
doing
have the- okay, so
since
your normal's
Dave
+4,
disappeared. And we had a
plus
hiatus,
3 more.
unfortunately. God rest his soul.
So plus 7.
No, he's not dead. He's
Plus 1
fine.
more because you're within 30 feet, so you're at plus 8.
But
What was your roll?
that's that's a story for another
we'll
time.
get-
But
Yes, I'm about to do.
congrats, Danzy, got there.
46, huh?
My dad got
But I can't wait to see each and every one of you in the new year. Woo! Starting the Tuesday at the Zone.
so
I'll be there. You should be there too. If not, that's okay. I still love you.
The Hobbit will be there.
The Hobbit will be there. Sambo Baggins. Sambo Baggins.
7, 12.
Anyway, we had some good stuff. We had Danzy
can I knock it over?
winning
No, you don't.
against
Tron.
Tron. That's right. And then we saw
Okay,
the
everybody
captain
gather around.
pull it out
That's
against
essentially the end.
Shadow.
That's the last.
That was round 3. No,
You snap up the thing.
who played?
Let me get down to the.
Oh, we had Shadow v
section
Scooter.
here.
No,
You're supposed to do
we had
that
Shadow v
before you
Abzan.
went to the-
Everybody
That was
around
round 3.
point.
Shadow v
Round
Abzan.
2 was the captain against.
Yeah,
Dragus.
Captain on Dragus. That's right. We saw Dragus lose to the captain. That was our round 2. Round 3 was Abzan v Shadow. Unfortunately, the Shadow pulled it out. Not a whole lot of fun there, but I hope the captain summarily
I
handed
only
him
got
his.
the channel. I only got
Shadowy
the
ass.
Yeah.
But round 4 we saw Danzy get there
Wait, no, the whole
against Waste Not, which seemed like a fun deck.
Oh, yeah.
But that's going to do us tonight. We're here
So,
Tuesdays
Zoltar
and Thursdays,
calls you into her office.
6:30
Thank you for
Central,
your quick, decisive,
right
and
here.
effective action.
Twitch, Crabhammer69, YouTube, The Zone, 521. Subscribe to The Zone. We want to slap Ben Seidel. Ben Seidel wants to get slapped. Once we get to 100, that's going to happen. Oh, is that going to happen? But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. This has been Evil Bob, your resident head in a box.
Of the Dark Archives priority. Moved it to the top of their priority list.
I would like to thank our
our
Pathfinder audience.
which will
They
give
were
you the opportunity
fantastic as
to,
always.
for this adventure.
And,
use knowledge
however
to perform
you
your day
choose
job instead of
to live your life.
ordinary day job check.
I approve.
Oh, no.
Have a good night. Have a good new year. I'll see you in 2018.
Check box.
Bye.